cold in here. Ugh. Tired. Freaking Latina, Callie, and Mr. Mad had me up late last night. I need to go to bed early so I can wake up early for this. All right, let's check in on this hurricane. Hurricane. Let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna have to walk my dog in a little bit. I just woke up. Live Hurricane Idalia updates.
Event.
Mayor, thank you so much. We appreciate your time. We appreciate your efforts. Our thoughts are with you. Our resources are with you all as you continue to hunker down. Thank you, and Godspeed.
There's Jane.
Thank you, ma'am.
Communist lady.
Let's go ahead and bring in Maggie Vespa now, who is standing by for us with the very latest on... Maggie, I'm not even sure where you are. Are you in Tallahassee at this point?
We are in Tallahassee at this point, guys. Yeah, we're in the capital, not a place historically often hit by hurricanes, by storms this strength. And as you can see, when we know now that the storm has been downgraded to a Category 1, this is kind of like a giant metaphor for that downgrade. Things have lessened in intensity here.
It's already downgraded to a Category 1, so we missed all the best parts. They said it was going to get up to a Category 4.
In Tallahassee, which is great news for people here. We had wind gusts. We just saw a report topping around 46 miles per hour at their peak. That was enough. If you guys know this area at all, you know that there is a ton of tree coverage here, kind of a ton of a tree canopy. A lot of those trees came down. A lot of people lost power. Utility crews already
I just want to... Hopefully there's no random fires starting. Just random fires popping up all over the state in the middle of the hurricane. Let's hope not. Daddy do it. Daddy do it.
Power's out.
Power's out.
Power's out.
Oh no, power's out.
Nah, I'm kidding. It's not.
Oh. Hold on, let me...
It's a lightweight storm, dude. There's no type of nothing going on.
Ah, man.
The Dunkin' Donuts was closed.
I guess that's good. Hold on one second. Let me... What am I looking for? Display capture, window capture, Discord window. Yeah. All right. Go outside. You're not going outside. You're looking out a window. Some lazy on the ground reporting.
There's nothing to report.
So nothing happened? What the?
I'm sure, but it was while everybody's asleep.
Well, how's Ben? Is he surviving?
That's probably there's some serious flooding in that area.
Tampa. He's right on the bay.
On the coast. Christina's on the coast.
Who?
I'm not on the coast.
Who's you just say?
Christina's on the coast.
Our aunt?
No. Christina.
Christina.
We don't have an Aunt Christina, dude.
I thought you said Christine. I don't know who Christina is.
That's a TV show. Christina on the Coast.
Oh.
Right? Are you hearing?
Some lady whose tongue is too big sells houses on that show.
This is I mean, it's good. It's good for you guys that it's not that bad. Not good for the content.
Yeah, not good for a broadcast.
It's just not
They had
impressive.
a tornado warning. They're like, don't go outside, tornado warning. It's like,
Oh,
I'm looking outside. It's a joke.
we got a house taken down. This house is tore up. Last night they were saying it's gonna get up to category 4. It's increasing in strength, and now I wake up and they're like, it's category 1. It's category
Well, yeah,
1.
it got weaker when it hit. I'm sure it was a 4 when it hit.
Let's see if we got any other footy. Anybody going surfing?
Bet there's probably some good swells out there, dude. Good swells to go shred.
Shredded swells. Oh, snap. Hold on.
They said it was gonna hit. Yeah.
Widespread power outages in Tallahassee. Wind speed 98 miles per hour. Wind gusts of 115. Huh?
I'm watching your stream. That's some serious damage.
It's like one house. One random little house.
Yeah, Ian went just south of us. This one went just north.
They always miss Tampa. I called it. I called it.
They don't. I mean, they're gearing up for one to hit us.
No, it's not gonna happen.
You mean it's not gonna happen?
It's the way the wind, the currents work.
The currents aren't always the same, dude. It's subject to change.
Nope. High pressure, low pressure, wind, all that.
I know that, but
Tampa's in a
Tampa's
little.
not some anomaly.
Yeah, it's in a little sweet spot. It's in a little sweet spot. Ever since I was little, every hurricane they're like that's direct that is predicted to hit Tampa, it never hits Tampa.
Yeah,
They
yeah. They
always
said
turn.
Ian was supposed to hit us head on.
Yeah. Yep. That's always the case. It never does.
Until it does, dude.
Nah. God did.
Yeah, they keep showing the same house.
I know, because that's the one house that was shoddily built.
One guy got screwed.
Yeah. He built his house
See,
out
even
of
this
paper.
footage of the car driving, like that doesn't even seem that threatening to me.
Let me check out a different report because they're just playing the same loop here. Breaking. Idalia makes landfall.
Talk about storm surge.
Yeah, where's Ben? Text him. I want to know about this storm surge. Is he underwater right now?
He's up high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
he's
bet the
good.
streets is underwater.
Palpito.
He's in like a skyscraper.
Nah, I wouldn't describe it as one.
Well, he sent me a picture and it looked like he was about 10 stories up.
Yeah, I don't call 10 stories a skyscraper though.
Sky is above the ground. That is definitely above the ground.
10 stories you think is a skyscraper?
It's scraping something.
It might be scraping the feet of the sky.
It ain't ground scraper.
Could be a foot skyscraper, a sky foot scraper.
Yo, Rome. Rome, the hurricane is anticlimactic. We got a Florida native on the line. He says it wasn't a
We
big
got two
deal.
Florida natives on the line.
Oh yeah, we got. Oh yeah, we got 2 Florida natives on the line, and we're not impressed. But I bet you there's still no water bottles right now. All the people are freaking out, losing their minds. They evacuated trailer parks and RV parks in Pasco.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Your house has wheels. What do you mean it's ridiculous? That things will blow away.
Agree.
Tampa St.
Like
Pete.
I'm sure they gave orders, but I doubt any of those people
Yeah, from the
actually
governor.
left. If you're really a Floridian, you don't leave.
Yeah. If you're really a Floridian, you don't go buy up all the water and freak out.
Yeah, I
You're gonna.
forgot there was a hurricane coming. The Wawa yesterday was in shambles, dude. Couldn't even get in there. Unbelievable.
Like, you
Some
guys
white
have.
ladies like filling up tanks of gas. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah. You guys had a generator down there, but, like, you don't even need a generator. What's a little power outage?
Yeah, that's my thing. It's like,
Cool. We
and all
get
the
this.
news things are like, prepare for 3 days worth, like get 3 days worth of cash food. What it's like if you don't have 3 days worth,
What the
like
food? What
you
are you
don't.
doing?
Yeah, you should have 3 days. At a moment's notice, you should be ready for 3 days to not be able to get to the store.
Who do these people just survive off of Uber every day?
No,
They don't have
I think
refrigerators.
people romanticize pandemonium, dude. I think people want it on some level. That's why they get so prepared.
Yeah, it makes them feel. It makes them feel something. You know.
It makes me feel superior to all those dummies at the store.
What's that song? Pain without love, pain. No, that's not.
Pain.
Is that the
I
song I'm
like it
thinking of?
better 'cause I'd rather feel
Feel
pain
pain
than
than
nothing.
nothing at all. That's yeah.
I like that song, dude. I'm a white guy.
It's
We
like they.
love that song.
It's like they have boring lives and nothing's going on, and
That's a white person anthem.
it's like fear. Without happiness. Because I'd rather feel fear than nothing at all.
What is fear?
Fear is
Can
a
you describe?
no, it's not real. Well, unless you're talking about reverence of God. Of God. That's the real fear.
You gotta listen to go.
God.
Yeah, there's no traffic, dude. Places are closed. Like, well, why? Go to work, dude.
Yeah, this is perfect time to go do some street racing. You got a skimboard?
No,
You're not going skimboarding?
I don't skimboard, dude.
What a lame. Dang. That's so lame. You got a skateboard?
Definitely not.
You're not gonna do a trash bag with a skateboard?
I have a football, dude. That's the kind of guy I am.
You don't even play football either.
Your idea of a good time? Oh, let me get some with wheels on it. My idea of a good time, tossing the pigskin with the boys.
Okay.
I love tossing the pigskin. I'll toss the pigskin with myself. Just throw it in the air and catch it.
I got a football.
Doubt it.
Okay.
It's not regulation.
I'm gonna text Ben and tell him we need to see that Tampa footy because he said I got a 24 pack of beer and an inflatable tube. I'm gonna go float down the river. Nothing happened. Oh, how's that storm surge? Beow wow. Nothing happened.
Bam. Oh,
They need people to be afraid. I saw a freaking DeSantis supporter posted on Facebook and said, Ron DeSantis is such a great guy. He left campaigning to go take care of Florida during the hurricane. I'm like, he left his side hustle to do his job?
well, plus that's good for his campaign.
I don't even care about the campaign. That's his freaking job. That's what he's supposed to do.
Well,
It's
it's
not.
good for his campaign.
if it's not impressive when you stop doing your extra thing to do your primary thing. That's not impressive. That's expected.
I didn't expect it, dude. I'd have been fine if he left us out to dry or to wet, I suppose.
Yeah, you wouldn't be dry. Is Wagyu beef a scam?
It better not be.
I've heard it. I've heard it is.
I feel like it can't be. Can't you see the difference?
This guy storm chasing? No. He's doing the same thing I am.
Gosh, look how white I am. I'm so white and pure.
Oh, we got high waters overflowing the Howard Franklin Bridge. Howard Franklin Bridge underwater, man.
Look how white I am. Just so white and pure.
White and delightsome. What the
Look at that.
Mormons, what
That's
the
printer
Mormons
paper,
call
baby.
it. Printer paper.
Yeah, that's my complexion.
That's a sign that you don't get out and work. It used to be.
I do work, dude.
It used to be a sign of royalty. I'm looking like a dang field laborer out here, like a slave, slaving all day in this hot sun.
I don't go in the sun. I avoid the sun at all costs.
You sitting up pampered.
Bro, I work in a place with no AC. It's just got a roof.
Y'all can't even tell, but he's wearing a white tee right now.
What? Doesn't even make sense. I got a black shirt on.
No, you're wearing a white tee. You're so white it makes it look black.
That's retarded.
That was a good one.
That was not a good one. Is that coffee in your nose good? That's the worst. Oh.
Refreshing. Coffee, numb. You seen these girls doing these videos where they go ice cream, numb? Yeah.
Coffee. Yeah, I knew where you were about to do that.
No. Where I'm going with it is there's a video of the black girl who is one of the main ones doing it. And in the middle of the thing, she stops and breaks character and yells at her kid. She's like, "Stop playing with that!" Yeah, and then she says, "Stop messing with that dog. Leave that dog alone. You're gonna hurt that dog. Go in your bedroom. Get in your room." And then she just goes right back into character. Ice cream, though.
Dude, I don't get that. That concerns me for humanity.
Yeah.
How do you? God. That's the worst thing, I think. Like people talk about search histories. Like, what if everyone's search history went out to the world? That's the worst thing you could be watching. That child porn guy at my work, I think he's maybe a little bit better than the people watching NPCs. Seriously, like that's crazy. That
Don't
you have
say
to be
CP.
mentally
You
ill.
can't say CP.
Oh, you have to be mentally ill
Yeah.
in both cases.
Both cases.
I guess if you're gonna be mentally ill, let it be adults. So
Yeah, this is underwhelming. Howard Franklin's not underwater. It's just got a little
Where is Howard Franklin?
little edge up. It's that bridge that isn't really like a bridge. It's like a land bridge,
Yeah.
where they're doing all that construction down there on the water, which is cool to
I
look
mean, the
at.
ocean's turbulent, but that's it.
What?
The ocean's turbulent, but that's about it.
If is a Gulf considered ocean?
Yeah, it's got to be, right?
No, because what did I saw one of those questions. It was like a little short where they were asking people really easy questions, and these dummies can't get the questions right. But they asked one. They said
Name
what?
the ocean.
They said what ocean is on the west coast of Florida? And she said
Gulf of Mexico.
She said Pacific. And he's like, no, it's the Gulf of Mexico. And I'm like, how you gonna ask? That's not even first. That's not even an ocean. Or no, no, no. She said Pacific, and he said no, Atlantic. And I was like, is that right? Because it's actually the Gulf of Mexico. Is that even considered part of the ocean? I'm not sure how that works.
The Gulf is the ocean, certainly.
Yeah, but I would never say the Atlantic Ocean is on the west coast of Florida. I would say the Gulf of Mexico is on the west coast of Florida, and then the
Maybe
Atlantic is
does
on
the
the
Atlantic
east.
Ocean touch like the very southwest? Maybe the southwest tip might be Atlantic.
Just the tip?
Yeah,
I don't know.
the shaft we're talking Gulf, but
Uh,
the tip is in the Atlantic.
the root is definitely Gulf.
I don't even agree with naming oceans. I think the ocean's the ocean because it's all connected.
When I
It's
was a
all one
kid,
ocean.
when I was a kid, there was 4 oceans, and now apparently they're teaching kids that there's 5.
I always thought there were 7, or is that continents?
7. What the?
There's what? There's the Arctic Ocean, the Indian Ocean, right?
Yeah,
The Atlantic, the Pacific, the Gulf.
Gulf is not an ocean.
The Gulf of Mexico is an ocean.
No, it's not. If it
Yes,
might,
it is.
it might be part of the Atlantic Ocean, but it is not.
Is it a lake?
It's not its own ocean. It's a gulf.
It's an ocean. It's not a gulf. A gulf isn't a body of water.
Yes, it is. A gulf is a body of
No.
water. Yes,
No.
like a
No.
bay.
It's an ocean.
It might be part of the Atlantic Ocean, but it's not its own ocean.
Yes, it is.
He said, I didn't take any pictures. You live there. Just go walk around outside.
Guy's an idiot.
God. But yes, Atlantic, Pacific, Indian, and Arctic. But now apparently there's a new one.
The Gulf of Mexico is an ocean.
No, it's really not.
It is, bro.
You're hurting my audience's IQ right now.
No, the whoever wrote that, whatever you're talking about, is brewing in it. What are you talking? The Gulf of Mexico is most definitely an ocean.
No, it's not. It's, nor has it ever been. It is a gulf. That's why it's called the Gulf of Mexico.
It's an ocean.
No,
What else is it? What is a gulf?
it's a gulf is like a bay. A bay is like a port. A port is like a kind of like an inlet.
So a gulf is kind of like when it's basically surrounded by land on all sides.
Like the Mediterranean Sea. Is it?
That's a gulf, I would assume.
No, it's a sea.
Engulfed by land.
It's almost like they
Okay,
put it. It's almost like they
that
put
doesn't
it
mean
in the
it's
name.
mutually,
It's almost like
that
they
doesn't
put
mean
it
it's
in the name. The Gulf of
doesn't mean
Mexico.
it's mutually exclusive, idiot. You could be a sea and a gulf at the same time.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I think that the Gulf of Mexico
And
is part of the Atlantic
it's an
Ocean.
ocean. No, it's an ocean. It's its own ocean. Find me the guy who wrote that, and I'll say, hey, go ahead and swim across it if it's not an ocean.
But they got a new ocean now. They got a 5th one. And it's not the Gulf of Mexico.
I guess the Gulf of Mexico is kind of little. There's the Japan Sea. There's the Kanchara Sea.
See, they got a new one called the Southern Ocean. So they got
There's
the
the
Arctic,
tropic.
the Atlantic, the Pacific, the Indian, and now they have a new ocean called the Southern Ocean.
There's the South Atlantic Ocean.
Historically,
There's
there
the
are
South.
4 named oceans. However, most countries, including the United States, now recognize the Southern as the 5th ocean. So they're screwing these kids up. They're screwing these kids up. What happens? I try to teach my kid about the oceans. He comes in talking about 5 oceans.
That's like when That's like Pluto, dude.
Yeah.
When
Pluto's another example. They're taking out Pluto.
Between 2 grades, they just took Pluto out of the curriculum. Like, no, dude, I like Pluto. I'm gonna go ahead and name it.
Yeah, Pluto's chilling. I consider Pluto
It's
a
still
planet.
in my solar system. Did you move solar systems? Didn't think.
Yep.
What do you think about Planet X? You think it's there?
Probably. But if it's a planet, then Pluto's definitely a planet. Like, why does
You
it?
don't even know about Planet X.
I've known about Planet X since I was like 3 years old, bro.
They didn't even know about it that back then.
They knew about it pretty long time ago.
Not when you were 3. Was that 50 years ago?
Government announces 10 drugs that will now have prices negotiated. Fentanyl, number 1.
Really?
No, not really.
Let's say.
But with Biden as president, I wouldn't be surprised if that made the list. Idalia coverage. Why are they naming this hurricane after a dang onion?
Is that a type of onion?
Almost. Man
They
struck
go
by lightning while
alphabetically.
walking in storm. Dang.
That's hilarious. Did you watch JP on Theo?
JP. Jordan Peterson?
Yeah.
No. I don't think I've ever watched an entire episode of Theo's podcast. I just watched the clips.
No one watches full episodes. That's weird.
I watch full episodes of some shows.
I watch his full when he has Average Joe's on. I watch those.
I watch full
every time.
episodes of news shows because I want to know the news. But like just talk comedy podcasts, I can't watch a 3-hour. I could watch a full Joe Rogan episode if he's talking to somebody interesting.
You don't watch, you listen.
Yeah, right. Listen. But I can't like listen to like Theo or Bert Kreischer or any of those people for 3 hours just talking about nothing. You know?
I listen to Eric the Midget talk about nothing for literally 12 hours a day.
12 hours a day.
I'm not kidding.
Yo, this little kid's a pimp. He had the Gadsden flag on his backpack.
I don't know what that is.
It's the "Don't Tread on Me" flag. It's the flag with the snake.
Oh, that's gay. That's gay.
It's not a gay flag. You mean it's gay that the school was trying to make him take it off?
No, it's an incredibly gay flag to have.
No, it's not. What are you talking about? Look at these guys are already about to go boating.
I think it is, dude. I think you just got to have the peace on you. That's how you say don't tread on me. You don't tell people you got the peace. You let them find out once they tread on you.
We got some damage here.
And it's a snake.
Passable
Like,
to
a snake
us
is the last
driving
creature
that we
that's going
can
to
now
warn you
get
not to
through.
tread on it, dude. A snake get you.
Have you ever been anywhere near a rattlesnake? They definitely warn you that they're nearby.
Yeah, I've definitely caught them before, Brad.
That's why they're called rattlesnakes. Because
They don't tell you.
Because they rattle.
Dude,
when you
I'm
get close.
more well-versed in snakes than you are.
Just because you hang out with a kid who's crazy and catches the most deadly snakes in the world with his bare hands doesn't mean you know more about snakes than me.
I've handled them with my bare hands.
Yeah. I picked up a baby rattlesnake last time I went camping. I got a video of it. I got video.
Why?
Well, we didn't know it was a baby rattlesnake till later when we identified it.
Oh, so it didn't warn you?
No, because babies don't have the rattle yet.
They got mad. Oh, dude, it's getting crazy.
Let's see some footy. Is the wind kicking up? Go outside, fool. Get a poncho and go out there.
We're taking heavy wind, dude.
This is not journalism.
How is it not? I'm showing the rain.
Is mom at work?
No, dude.
Better not be. Bet not.
Why? It's not. This. You should be at work. This is America, dude.
That's true. I mean, what would we do without having our teeth cleaned?
I know. Our lady swears it's important. Swears it's important, dude.
Get a poncho. Don't you have a poncho?
No, why would I have a poncho?
Because you live in Florida?
I got God's poncho, dude.
God did.
Yeah, they always use that line, what do they say?
A job well done to hear 20,000 customers back online.
Like if your
Fox
mouth's
Weather's
unhealthy,
Brandy
the rest of
Campbell
you is
live in
unhealthy.
Tallahassee.
Something like that. Like your mouth is a
Fox Weather is
representation
your
of the rest of your
Hurricane
body. It's
HQ,
like, yeah,
your
that's how
inside
things
weather
get in
command.
there.
We have a major
That doesn't mean the
hurricane that's
mouth's
made
the most
landfall on the
important.
Big
It's
Bend
just
of
the first
Florida.
entry
Happened
point.
at
You know what I'm saying?
7:25.
Why does the hurricane get weaker when it makes landfall?
Because its energy comes from water.
You just made that up.
That's true. All a hurricane is water.
When it hits land and it starts absorbing trees and electrical poles and cars and stuff,
It doesn't absorb them.
it should get bigger and stronger. Because now it's got
No,
destructive debris in it.
I don't think that's how. It's not a tornado.
They make tornadoes.
Nah, not really.
Hurricanes make tornadoes. Yes, they do. Did you know
I mean, they
41?
say that.
Did you know 41 out there is called Tornado Alley? It's one of the places where the most tornadoes hit in the country. They're just tiny.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, see, then they don't count.
Yeah, but they get a lot of little tornadoes, more than even
Florida
Kansas.
Florida has never gotten a tornado.
SR 41 in Lutz, over by where I
I know. I
went
pass it every day.
to high school, in that
I'm
area.
gonna be driving hours from now.
It
I'm
gets
be passing
tornadoes
that.
frequently.
I'm talking about hours from now. Passing that
Why hours from now?
because I gotta go to work.
Your work is open? Oh yeah, you're like in the mail business.
Bro, every work should be open. It's ridiculous stuff is closed.
I know.
When Dunkin' Donuts was closed, dude, oh, I could have smacked somebody. I was so mad. It wasn't even raining at that point.
Yep. Everybody trying to get a day off. Everybody want a holiday.
Eastern
I
Time.
want less
Early
holidays.
this morning,
I'm
a
sick of
Category
holidays.
3 making
I gotta go
landfall,
get some
winds
coffee over here.
125 miles per hour
I'm
in
gonna also
Keaton
get
Beach,
coffee, though.
Florida.
So
Fox
it's
Weather
asking
does
to be
have team
alone.
coverage across Florida and the southeast. This storm is not over. It is still a Category 1 storm making its way through Georgia toward the Carolinas. We hope you'll stream with us, get the latest information, both eyewitness accounts and your ground truth, plus new data coming in. We're always available and always free. You can download the Fox Weather app or watch us on the stream. We'll be right back.
And we do appreciate our content partners over there at Fox Weather. And again, as she just mentioned, you can stream Fox Weather everywhere. You stream live now from Fox for nonstop coverage on all of your weather-related events. Just search for Fox Weather on your device or go to foxweather.com.
I can meet my fucking goons. Sorry for the wait, caught a folk coming soon. Light it up, cause I'm a smoker. Try to deep throw the around and choke. Young money, motherfucker, game over. Shots to your body looking like you're doing yoga. And Lord knows I'm a sinner. Pain pills for dinner. I'm getting money like I got a money printer. Got a chopper and a trimmer. Shooting like dimmer. Coming in that water, boy, you better be a swimmer. I ain't lying by y'all. Sending my hose. Miss Anita Baker say she bringing me jaw. What is this reporter talking about?
Into Crystal River, some of the neighborhoods.
Crystal River, I know where that is.
We are seeing some rescue units show up with boats and whatnot. As
boats
we
and hose.
try to board one of those with them, we will do that. But in the meantime, right now, people are just going, whoa, this
guy just said, we're seeing rescue units showing up with boats and whatnot. I wonder if they got some hose on those boats.
is getting a lot worse out here than we ever realized. We'll send it back to you all in the studio.
Yeah. Hey, David, it's John Brown. He's already gone, though. But it reminds me of what happened when...
Y'all see I don't have the gaming chair? The gaming chair's in the living room because it needs to... I got to put some JB Weld on it. And it needs to be where Echo doesn't go because if he bumps into it or something, then it'll mess up the weld. So... I got this uncomfortable kitchen chair right now. Very uncomfortable. That's why I keep on trying to adjust how I'm sitting.
The hurricanes last year came through. The storm was gone. Everybody thought we were fine. And then here came the water creeping up over the next 2 or 3.
Right. The storm surge hasn't even come yet. It comes on the back end. What about that? We need Ben. We need Ben on the line because the storm surge is on its way. That's the worst part. That's when people get washed out to sea. But hey, are you even listening to me right now, Daddy Jub? Hello, McFly. What's up, Dean? Thank God you're live. I have a few thoughts you could share on and others. I feel we're just a puzzle piece in God's scheme of things. Just another piece of the huge picture. Okay. All right. I ain't lying by y'all. That's not a question, though, Dean. That's a statement. That wasn't a question. Daddy Drop! Storm surge. Tail end of the storm. How about it?
3 weeks after that, so we'll probably see more of that here.
Yeah, we were talking about how when high tide comes in, that's just going to pull all of that water up and further down the Steenhatchee River, which is not good.
Then those record high tides with the moons out there right now. All right, the coastal communities
oh, yeah.
showing you have been hit
and the stupid super moon. Y'all got a dang super blue moon. You know, these weird moons used to be rare. Now there's a different crazy moon every freaking week. There's a tiger moon, a blood moon, a wolf moon, a blue moon, an eclipse, another type of eclipse, a partial eclipse, a solar eclipse, a lunar eclipse. It seems like every month there's a new type of moon coming out. I thought these things were like once in a lifetime events, yet I've seen 30 of them in the last 2 years. God itself? God's not a it, Dean. I'm trying to find answers to questions that don't have answers. God is trying to find answers. He's omnipotent. He ain't got no questions. God ain't got no questions. The trans moon is new. Happened last month. Is that a joke or is that real? If somebody ever asked you, can God make a rock so big that he can't pick it up? That's a trick question. And you should just say yes. And they'll say, but wait, if he can do everything, if he can do anything, why can't he pick it up? And you just say, yes. What does omnipotent mean? It means he knows everything. God ain't got no questions. God would win in every game of Jeopardy ever played. He would never lose.
Really hard by Hurricane Idalia as it continues to move at least out of Florida and then up to the East Coast.
Fox Weather's Robert Ray is joining us live from Clearwater. Fox Weather, our national weather network, streaming on TV and on the Fox 35 web.
No, omniscient. Omniscient means he knows everything. Omnipresent means he's everywhere all the time. And omnipotent or omnipotent means he can do anything. He's ultimate power, all powerful. All powerful, all knowing, and everywhere all the time. It depends on how big he made the rock. Yeah, I don't think you get it, Dean. The question is, can he make a rock so big that he can't pick it up? Cannot pick it up. It's a trick question. Because somebody will say God can do anything. And then they say, well, can he make a rock so big that he can't pick it up? And if you say yes, then they're like, well, then he can't pick it up. If you say no, then they're like, well, then he can't do that. So it's a trick question. Anyway, I'm sitting weird because this chair is uncomfortable than a mug.
So, Robert, give us an idea of the conditions there right now. At least you got some dry ground you're standing on at this point.
Dry ground, yes. A couple hours ago, it was above my knees as
Above
the
your
storm
knees?
surge made its way into Clearwater Beach. And look at this, just the manic modes and moods of a hurricane. You got the sun.
How's this fool not even on camera? I went to get a cup of coffee and he disappears off the camera. I have a headache. I gotta go get some water.
Most people, we are told, did leave. We talked to Clearwater Police several hours ago as they were patrolling, and they were driving through heavy water here just 2 hours ago. And they said that their initial assessments are that most people left. That's a great thing, and that the damage is not significant. Though the northern end of Clearwater Beach is a little bit lower, and they're going to take in some more surge with these high tides. We're going to go check that out and see what that looks like in about the next half hour for our own eyes. We're hoping it's good news, but unfortunately 2 confirmed dead, and you cannot say enough about what is going on in the Big Bend region with the surge that came in there. Very dangerous. We hope everyone is okay there as the assessments continue here in the Tampa area, guys.
Robert Ray live in Clearwater there. And thank you so much, Robert. And we can confirm at least one of those deaths from the Florida Highway Patrol. It was an auto vehicle accident, and they said that that person did die as a result of the storm being out driving when the conditions were not good.
Yeah, and when you look at the conditions right now up in the Panhandle area, we don't know what's going to happen up there because it's not done yet at this point.
Yeah,
so, a lot to go.
Moving its way through the Carolinas as we speak. Right now, Hurricane Idalia is continuing to move over parts of Florida, but it's also creeped up into some of our neighboring states.
Yeah, Valdosta, Georgia getting hit right now. Jamie.
Oh, Valdosta. I've been to Valdosta, nice little college town. Georgia getting hit up right now. One person died in their car. Let me, I'm going to pull up this video of this kid. Just take a little break from hurricane. Oh, did I not like it? What the heck? Gadsden flag student. It's slavery. Check this out. This is ridiculous. Take your kids out of these schools.
Keep it quilted means you keep
playing the freaking conversation that I want to see. News channel? What kind of report is that? I want to see the freaking video. I just watched it. Did they already scrub it off the internet? What the heck? Here we go.
Oh, thank you. Do they know what the Gadsden flag is? That's a historic.
No, these teachers don't know what it is. They think it's about slavery. Everything's about slavery, and this kid is an inherently racist white devil. That's what the curriculum teaches.
Flag. So the reason that they do not want the...
Look at this base little kid. This kid's going to be president one day. It says J-Rod for VP, Revolution, based. And his backpack says based. Nice. J-Rod for VP, Revolution. Let's see, who's J-Rod for vice president? Maybe for the school vice president? I don't know what that's referring to, but his backpack says based. It is a base little kid.
Flag.
Get your kids out of these schools, parents, moms.
We do not.
Maybe if you weren't trying so hard to be a man, you weren't living above your means, you need a 28-bedroom house and 6 different cars. Maybe you could have time to raise your children and not let them spend the majority of their waking hours of life with a bunch of degenerate teachers who are going to destroy them and turn them into libtards.
I want the flag displayed is due to its origins with the
I wish I was in school these days. I really do.
That is what was.
Yeah.
That's the reason.
Yeah, because I was winning battles of wits with teachers in like 3rd grade. I would eviscerate these teachers.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It would be cool if I knew now what I knew then. Or wait, how's it go? If
I wouldn't even need to. If I was in math class and they're talking about gender, even when I was 8, I'd be like, hey man, this is a math class?
Yeah.
100%. I remember in psychology class, the lady tried to say
psychology class.
She had a gay daughter, and she's like, "Oh, there's nothing wrong with being gay." And I was like, "Eh." And she's like, "Is there something you want to say?" I was like, "Well, technically, if everybody was gay, the human population would be over in a generation, but nothing wrong with it. You're right." Eviscerated her.
Luckily, we have adoption, and the gay couples can just adopt a kid.
Okay, but if there ain't no straight couples popping out kids, ain't no kids, ain't no population.
I concur. What happens if they make fake wombs? They do artificial insemination.
Oh,
it's getting
go
crazy.
to hell, dude.
It's getting crazy out there.
They go to the VIP section of hell. You know where
Spirit
they
fingers.
What are those fingers?
Spirit fingers. $23-gram pin, 23G pin nailer to do intricate woodwork. I'm excited to use it. Putting nails into holes. I don't think you put nails into holes.
No, you put nails in a non-hole.
And it makes...
You put a screw into a hole.
Yeah. It makes the hole when it goes in.
Yeah, a nail makes the hole. A screw, you put a hole, then you put the screw.
Look at this base little kid, though.
Okay, so
he just smirking. And the mom's like, "Do you even know what the Gadsden flag is?" And the teacher's like, "No. Well, I think it has to do with slavery."
What's going to happen if he doesn't take it off?
Did you see this?
He is able to go. I was actually just telling him, like, I was upset that he was missing so much school. I'm like, so
I can't see it,
him
though. I
just
can't
get stuff
hear it.
out of his bag and go back to class. Like, I just want him to go back to...
She said, "I was upset that he was missing so much school. I just want him to go back to class. So he needs to remove the patch from his backpack." He had a Gadsden flag patch on his backpack, and they kicked him out of class. So now his mom comes in with the cell phone on the low at the little conference, and the teacher is a freaking moron. She's like, "I just want him back in class."
Who is barefoot?
Huh?
Who is barefoot? Oh, it's a baby. Okay, I was about to be pissed.
What?
There's a foot. In the camera shot, there's a foot.
I don't see a foot. But yeah, I think there's a
In
baby.
that blue thing. Yeah.
I think the phone is in the baby carrier.
I thought that was an adult foot. If I'm seeing an adult foot outdoors, I get pissed.
Because we can't have that in...
What's wrong? I wear sandals. What's wrong with sandals? You got a
I
problem?
don't know.
You got a problem with that?
If you're ready to take on outdoors in sandals, that's up to you. I just think it's
Yeah.
indecent exposure.
Yeah, I got strong feet.
It's indecent exposure. Yeah, but the second a crisis emerges, you run out of the sandals. So
Obama gaming.
might as well but not be wearing shoes.
Yeah, but back our ancestors didn't have shoes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And they did all right.
Barefoot is better than sandals.
I mean, if I got to run fast, I'll dip up out of them sandals.
That's what I'm saying. Sandals are only obstructive.
Rough ground.
See,
rough ground hurts your feet less if you run faster.
Is that true?
I think so. I just
Seems like I would hurt bad trying that.
I said it, so it's got to be true.
I have girly feet.
I'm an expert. I have a gaming chair. Well, right now I don't have a gaming chair.
Dude, you got a boom mic? I mean,
I got a boom mic, a gaming chair, a ring light. That makes me an expert.
yeah. That means you're supposed to tell people what to think.
Yes. I form the consensus, and
that's what I use the internet for. I don't know about other people. I find a guy with a boom mic and a headset, and I say, all right, this dude is going to tell me what to think today.
Obama Gaming. Shout out Obama Gaming 420.
Is that a guy in the chat?
Yeah. We asked him one day, we're like, are you an Obama supporter? And he's like, no, I just think the name is funny. And I was like, okay. He's like, I'm not even American. I'm like, neither was Obama.
Around other kids. So that's what I was trying to, and then he said you were close.
Dean,
So
that's disgusting.
Yeah,
You should be shot.
With slavery. That's like the Revolutionary War patch that was displayed when they were fighting.
That is
the
so
British.
gross.
Yeah,
that's the revolution. Maybe you're thinking.
I can't even touch gum under a desk without getting the chills. I hate when people stick their gum under desks because I will be fiddling my fingers and accidentally touch it, and then I freak out. It's like I'm uncomfortable for an hour all over my body. It courses up my arm, into my shoulder, and it's just discomfort.
I don't think you should ever chew on
rubber.
What's it called? Exempt. You should never chew on exempt human specimen, as Dean's describing.
Exempt human specimen. What? What does that mean?
He says he pulls his skin off his foot and eats it.
Oh, I didn't even read that one. I have nasty calluses on the side above my big toes. Where do you see
Below that?
Oh, I have it on top chat. Top chat. We got to switch to live chat. Oh, Dean's being a freaking weirdo again, as usual.
I mean, he was fine until he starts describing chewing his foot skin.
This is how it always happens. It slowly devolves. It's like
I also have calluses on my big toes. I mean, that's as a man, you're supposed to.
I don't know if he's sitting around at 10 in the morning, just like getting drunk or what, but he like.
That's my kind of guy, dude.
His conversation just, once he gets in a chat, he'll start off decent and then it just slowly devolves.
Those are either the best of days or the absolute worst of days.
Jokes are supposed to be funny, Dean. That's not funny. It's gross.
It's nauseating, dude. And I believed you. I didn't think you were joking because I've seen like clips where people will do that on like a subway.
Yeah, I really don't think you are joking.
I don't think he is either. I think he put it out there to like a thermometer. He's testing the temperature, how we'd react, and now he's like, "Oh no, of course I don't eat my damn nasty foot skin." Dean, we know we're on to you, Dean.
Thinking of like the
God, this teacher is such a moron.
Okay, I am just here to
Yeah, no, this is a new like favorite genre of video of mine. Is like kids eviscerating school boards and stuff.
Definitely, you have every right to not
Well,
agree with it.
what I don't like is where they'll have a kid at the school board meeting reading a script that the parents wrote. I don't like that. It's like you're using your kid as a puppet to push out your message, which is the same thing that Satan does when he puts Greta
What else?
Thunberg on a stage to tell us about climate change.
Kids are puppets.
They're not supposed to be puppets. They're supposed to be.
What the hell? That's the only thing kids are good for, is to do your bidding, dude.
Oh my God! Now we got Obama Gaming in the chat supporting Dean's weirdness. Lord,
Give it a nibble, dude. Don't be shy.
no, y'all are weird.
Obama Gaming just got the munchies on that level.
Yeah, that's some serious munchies. You start chewing up the feet.
Do you chew your fingernails?
I chew my fingernails and I eat the nails. Like I don't spit them out.
Yes. That's disgusting.
I bite them up into little tiny pieces.
Yeah, that's so you're no better.
No, it's good for you. It's keratin. It helps you replenish.
I would argue chewing your fingernails is grosser than your foot skin, because I know personally my fingernails are way grosser than my feet.
And it's a bad habit, but I think it's good for you.
I chew my fingernails, but I never detach them. You know what I mean? I just like bite them.
That's weird. That doesn't even.
No, it's not weird.
I mean, chewing fingernails in general is not good. But yeah,
It says blue though. I don't necessarily
I chew
believe
my
that.
toenails, but I spit those ones out.
Your hands are probably very well manicured, I would imagine. Like you have nice short nails.
And when I say chew, I don't mean chew. I mean, instead of using nail clippers to clip my nails, I use my teeth.
Yeah, I used to do that when I was younger.
Like I've never used a nail clipper in my life.
I do. I actually need to today.
Dean, get out of here with that crap. It's a Christian
A little
channel.
nibble, dude.
It's a Christian channel. You're in timeout. You're in timeout. It's a Christian channel. Get that crap out of here.
The damn Christian channel, dude.
It's a dang Christian channel, Dean. Don't be saying gross
What is
stuff.
it? Nose, toes, watch, wallet, right? Nose, toes, watch, wallet.
Spectacles, testicles, wallet, and watch.
No, it's watch, wallet.
Spectacles, testicles, wallet, and watch. Or no, wallet and watch. Where your wallet, you wear a watch on your left hand. You wear your wallet in your right pocket.
Yeah, you were specifying wallet as the left side, dude.
No, that's just because the camera flips things.
What am I, gay, bro? Think I'm wearing a watch on my right hand?
You're in 3-minute
Isn't that
timeout,
weird?
Dean. 3-minute timeout.
Isn't that weird? All the things that you could put on one side for some reason in male culture, if it's on your left, you're gay. Isn't that weird? Or no, it's on your left if you're not gay. It's on your right if you're gay. Isn't that weird?
Hold on.
Like, how did that come about?
Left ear means not gay.
Left anything though, I think.
But I keep
Also, I think any ear. You know, what are we doing?
It was cool when I was a kid.
Oh yeah, if you're in high school or something, I don't knock the earring. But if you're like 30,
Yeah, don't wear an earring.
even early 20s, I'll let that slide. But like 25, I feel like it's time to get the earrings out.
Yeah.
Jewelry off at 25.
Yeah. Ain't no jewelry here. You better not start peeing on the camera.
I'm not.
All right.
What do you think? I'm some kind of damn deviant, dude?
No, we got people doing it all the time in the Discord, talking to me while they're taking a pee. They don't know enough about YouTube to know that is one of the number one things that shuts you down in the algorithm. You know who I learned that from? I learned that from Mr. Beast.
Why can't you do that?
I don't know, but as soon as there's any, even just talking about bodily functions like that hurts you in the algorithm. And you lose retention. You lose audio retention. So when Dean puts something in chat, like I'm gonna eat blah blah blah, get out of here with that crap, Dean. That's gross. Nobody is going to want to come to a chat and see that and be like, "Oh, this is a cool place to hang out."
He's allowed to wear that. If you like go on their website, it's like says in big letters.
All I'm saying is that
unless there's like a ban on patches, period. Like if you said there's no patches allowed at the school, you cannot display what you.
I wish that they would have hit her with the rainbow thing, because they don't do it right now. She's saying, right now the mom's saying, I would understand if there was a ban on all patches. If you told him to take the patch off, I would understand it, but there's not. You allow some patches, but not other patches. I wish they would have dropped. What?
You can't allow some and not all. Sorry, I got all toothbrush in my tooth.
That's the point.
Yeah, I did.
That's what I'm saying. That's the point.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It just gets me fired up.
But they don't drop the example on them. So I wish the mom would have said, "What about rainbow patches? If he wanted to have a rainbow patch, could he have a rainbow patch? I bet he could have a rainbow patch. What if he wanted to have the flag with the triangle and the LGBT low IQ STD flag? Could he wear that? I bet you he could have that patch."
Or anything like that, or what cheer, anything like that. I think it's like one-sided, because you allow some patches but not other patches.
Kids have patches like other names and like the American flag and backpacks.
Yeah.
He almost said it. The kid almost said it, but he didn't say it. He's like, other kids have patches like American flag patches or other patches. But you should say, what about them gay patches?
That was like flown during the revolution with,
I am anti-patch. Unless you
So what I
like been to war.
If you go onto the
I don't think you should be allowed to have a patch.
let's talk to
I
someone.
can have you speak to Jeff.
But also, I'm with this kid. I see why this kid has a patch. I think this kid probably isn't a patch type of guy, because he seems like my type of guy, this kid.
He's got like 12 patches on his backpack. What are you talking about?
But I think, if this kid was born, if he was born a decade ago, I don't think he's having patches, but he's just tired of this nonsense going on. It's something I would do if I was a kid. Like if I was in school right now, I'd do the exact same thing. I'd have every patch that like hints that I'm against them. I'm trumped up at school. I was on Trump in 2016 when I was still in high school. I was on Trump, and I was letting people know I was on Trump. When it wasn't cool to be about Trump, I was like, bro, y'all are lame. This guy's hilarious. That was my only selling point, really, is that he's hilarious. But
he's hilarious, and
all those people that were against me back then are basically on board these days.
300 rap songs include Trump's name in the past.
I know.
4
He's
years.
a legend back then.
Yeah.
Have you seen the new movement, the N-words for Trump?
Yeah. I thought it was fake at first, but then I saw a video of the guy talking.
Dude,
he's like, I'm a ninja for Trump.
The Hodge twins did a video. They're like, man, if he does a rally and you got all them shirts behind him, bro, can you imagine how funny that would be if it's just Trump and 30 places?
Well, because
that would be so crazy.
Blacks for Trump has been a thing. And there's this one guy with like not a Jerry curl, but like a perm. And he's always at all the Trump rallies. And they always put him right behind Trump. It's like, this is my black. This is my black friend.
Dude, they need to start if they have like 8 niggas for Trump behind them.
Dang!
Sorry.
You said it. The heck? Can't have nothing nice.
You gotta let them know once. Is that banned?
I don't know. I haven't gotten in trouble for it yet. Mr. Mad usually says it like 800 times.
Yeah, but Mr. Mad, he's kind of, that out of my mouth, that might be an instant ban, dude.
Yeah, because he's kind of ethnic. You white.
The algorithm sees me. They're like, oh, God, dude, what the hell?
He's black. He's just albino.
I got a little brother in me, dude. I got bad credit.
Good credit, bad credit, no problem.
Like I said, we're.
No, that's a Ralphie May joke. I got a little black in me. A lot of people from the South don't admit what they got a little black in me. I wish I got that big dick. I didn't get that. I got bad credit.
Seriously, got 70s. He wants to get straight A's. He did that. He made honor roll when he was.
He's like, every time it's either big dick or bad credit. Have you ever seen his comedy special, Just Correct?
No.
Really? You have to watch it. You have, because it's all like racial humor. His whole thing, this is like when politically correct was just starting to be a thing. His whole thing is like, I'm just correct.
Yeah. Maybe
You
I
have to watch it.
Maybe I have seen it.
If you haven't seen it, you've definitely seen pieces of it for sure.
Yeah.
He talks about black people in the movie theater. He talks about Mexicans. He does one. There's a bit like $97 salad where like this white lady was talking about, oh, I shop at Whole Foods, blah blah blah. We need to get rid of these immigrants. And he's like, I don't know, something about like crap. Oh, something like if we could create a machine that could go through a plantation and pick out a good tomato from a bad tomato, we'd invented it. And he's like, oh, we already did invent a machine. Mexicans. And then he does like a video. He's like, if you think I'm being insensitive right now, watch as me, a normal sized adult, tries to reach for a tomato and he bends down like this. He's like, watch the average Mexican national do the same thing.
Yeah, I have heard that joke. I don't know if it was in that special or if he used it more than once. Yeah, I'm probably.
I didn't deliver it near as good as he does.
Again, right now, but it's hard
Look
to
at
teach missing class for this.
Just watch this teacher's face. It's like, I think she's brain dead. I think she's brain dead and she's teaching children.
You disagree with those types, bro. It's like,
yeah, and I mean, we teach him to always stick up for your beliefs, and
they're
over the revolution.
I've like when I went to like the abortion thing, and I was yelling at people.
Like,
their eyes glaze over, and they just start talking. Not to me because I'm loud. I shut them down.
It's just crazy, like, how do you make it this far in life and no one's disagreed with you yet? Or say, hey, man, that's retarded. I don't know. I don't get it.
You've never actually thought about your position or heard any arguments against it. Crazy.
For 7th grade.
Yeah.
I mean, the founding fathers stood up for what they believed in against unjust laws. This
no
is
discourse
unjust.
These days.
Okay, like I said, we're upholding a policy that was provided.
Won't know what you think. Won't know what you do. And they don't think you know.
Gonna tolerate shit.
I got all her Anthony in my soul, dude. Let me tell you.
Man, he's an industry plant. He's an op.
Why do you say that?
Because first off, that's not even a real accent. He doesn't talk like that. You can go watch videos of him talking. He doesn't even talk like that.
That doesn't mean anything to me.
Second off, it's a damn communist song.
How?
Crying about the rich man. Go make some money. You're rich now. You're rich. You just made a viral song. You're rich now. You're a rich man. Quit bitching. Get richin'.
I'm surprised by that take, dude.
Yeah, I don't like. That's a communist socialist thing. We all need to be equal, equality. There's rich people in the world. No, that we live in America. This is a capital country. You have the ability to go out there and get something. Do it.
You don't though. Don't though. That's the thing.
Yeah, you do. You just gotta hustle. You gotta work hard. Yeah.
All right, man. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. The average cost of housing isn't astronomically larger than the median income.
And he had no balls because he says he's talking about politicians. Well, then call them out directly. Don't say rich men. north of Richmond, say politician north of Richmond. Call them out.
Everybody knows. I can't believe your take though on like the go out and get it, dude. This ain't the 80s. This ain't the 70s. This ain't where you can be a damn librarian.
What do you mean? That's the standard conservative capitalist position. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Get out there, get something. Go to work. Get a job.
I know, but
Hustle.
that is dying more and more every year, dude.
Yeah, but that's because we got a bunch of pussies who aren't doing nothing and they want handouts.
No, it's because the gap between the rich and the poor has just grown, and the middle class is being wiped away.
Right, because of communism. That's a communist thing. He
I don't know.
He had some good lines in the song. I'll give him that. Like our
Great
welfare.
song. A smirch,
And
a redheaded king, and I
the
couldn't
song
tell that.
It sounds great. I like it. It's catchy. You know, it kind of reverberates through your body.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Through your wiener, dude. I felt it in my wiener when I first heard that song, man.
I just don't like the guy. I think he's fake. I think he's an industry plant. Listen, nobody goes viral anymore unless it's planned. Have you seen this Bobby Athoff chick all over freaking YouTube?
Oh my God. I have, but all I know is she does interviews. That I know is a plant. See, that's a little different though.
I think he's the same thing. I don't think he's just some random country bumpkin who wrote a song that went viral. I don't believe it.
I think he could be.
I guess maybe he could be.
I don't know. But I will say, the bootstrap thing sound good on paper, but I don't know. Also, I'm a lazy bastard, so
well,
you know what I mean.
He doesn't give any prescriptions in the song. It's like the Communist Manifesto. It's like all it is complaining and whining and crying about rich people. We got to take down the rich, eat the rich, but not doing anything to fix the problem.
No, he brings down the poor in it too. That's the thing. You didn't hear that part? The whole verse. If you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds, tax ought to not pay for your bags of fudge ramp. Come on, man.
I do like that line. I like that line.
Oh, beautiful.
Nice white slave song. Yeah, it is like a plantation song for white people.
It is, dude. Nobody knows.
Well, white people aren't supposed to be complaining like that.
Damn it, we're overdue for some complaining. We've been the subject of the complaint for decades now.
We're supposed to be above that.
Oh, the second we're 49% of the country, the second we're a mathematical minority, you wait, dude. I'm gonna be out in the street with signs.
Under 16, currently it's already the case. Under 16-year-olds, white is not the majority.
2 years. In 2 years till they're 18, then I'm gonna be out there protesting. just hold a sign that says "I am the minority." I'm gonna actually do that. You should do that. That's a great internet video. Just post up somewhere with a sign that says "I am the minority." People will be pissed.
Huh. Yeah, but you gotta be statistically accurate. So it has to be true. You can't do it if it's not true, right? If we're still the majority. And here's a thing I was asking Freddie, because the current definition of racism is like a Marxist definition. It basically says you can't be the current definition of racism says you can't be racist unless, or like racism has to do with powerful people against marginalized people. So that's
dumb.
Yeah, so they say only white people in America can be racist, and the minorities can't be racist because they're the marginalized one. And so, which is dumb. It's stupid. But I was asking Freddie, well, if we become the minority, then
but y'all still got all the power though.
Yeah. Oh, that's what he said. Y'all still got all the power though.
I don't got it, Freddie. Where is it, dude?
I don't have no power. But I was like, yeah, does that flip? If we lose the power, does it flip?
I mean, I think once Jay-Z touched $1 billion, I think it's all over from that
Once
point.
Obama got up in the White House,
Hussein,
yeah, endangered
Barack.
species, Barack Hussein Obama. Once he stepped up in that White House,
I mean, he's got the word bomb in his name, and he won.
he's got a bomb in his name. Oh, he does. And Hussein, bomb
Yeah.
Hussein. That's crazy.
This is a recipe for a guy you don't elect for office.
Oh man.
You
Tornado
see that Vivek guy or Eminem's pissed at the Vivek guy for using his songs?
Yep, Vivek.
I hope he still-
Eminem
I hope
did a
he keeps
cease and
doing it.
desist on Vivek.
I hope he keeps doing it.
Stop singing my most popular karaoke song.
Bro, you know what would be the best is if he switched to MGK now. He started doing like Rap Devil.
Oh, that would be funny. Hey, did you see the
That'd be a sick move.
did you see the post Vivek made? It said, "Would the real Slim Shady please stand up?" And then it said it's a line from the real Slim Shady. What he said, I can't remember what he said, but he basically put the lyrics and it made sense. Hold on. Vivek responds to Eminem. But if the song is used at karaoke bars or anything, then how can you tell him to stop?
Well, my thing is, how are you a Democrat and you have millions of dollars? I just don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Most artists are. Oh yeah, that's another reason I don't like the Anthony guy. Did you hear the clip I played the other night where he's saying this song was not made about Joe Biden. It's made about all the politicians. I'm not a conservative, and I don't know why these conservatives are trying to identify with me. Which is not a problem, but here's the thing. I don't like centrists. They're fence sitters and they're cowards. They'll talk. Huh?
I feel you.
They talk. They'll critique both sides. But yet when you say, okay, well, what are your values? What do you stand for? Oh, I'm a centrist. Oh, so that means there's no such thing as a true centrist. Unless you're brain dead, unless you're like really literally mentally retarded. You can't.
Or just like if you opt for ignorance, I think that could be the case.
It's okay to like be on one side but have some views on the other side.
Especially these days, bro, with how annoying everybody is. How can you be? I used to be pretty centrist, but these these rainbows keep pushing me further and further to the right.
You weren't centrist. You were just young and dumb.
No, I think I was centrist. I mean, I still think I'm pretty much down the middle line. It's just like I'm more right than I am left. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't nobody in the middle.
Oh, I'm in the middle, player.
Like Tim Pool is mostly conservative views, but he's for universal. He's for universal health care, which is pretty far left. Is this okay if you got?
I think it's inevitable. I think universal basic income and healthcare is inevitable.
Yeah, when communists are taking over everything, yeah.
I think no technology more than communists. Like, I don't think we're far out from like you go to a McDonald's and there's not a person in the restaurant. You just type what you want, you see it,
Oh yeah, they're already
made.
They're already close. But see, the thing is, when that
I'm already scanning my own stuff at the store, and every time I steal a lighter on principle, because if I'm doing the job, I ain't getting no check.
Once you get to that point, it ends very quickly and abruptly because what they're going to find out is that people aren't like you're going to need people with skills to upkeep these machines.
Yeah, that's the only jobs are going to be like the people to maintain the machines.
Right, and if college is free, then it's going to be There's already a bunch of idiots in the university system. So it's going to be, people are just going to get dumber and dumber. The students are going to get dumber. The teachers are going to get dumber. And these are the people who are going to have to upkeep these machines that keep us alive. And everything, you see it all around. Everything's getting crappier.
Yeah, I would say they're getting dumber. They're not gonna they're getting dumber.
Yeah, it's already happened. It's going to get worse, especially if they make college free. Imagine if your medical bills, if you have universal health care, the hospital is free now, all your medical stuff is free, and college is free. Do you understand how dumb the people that are operating on your brain or your heart are going to be? Nobody's really going to want to go to college for 10 years to be a brain surgeon because you're not going to be getting paid as much. The reason people spend all this money to get a doctorate and to become a brain surgeon is because you make a lot of money in return. So if hospitals are free, they're not going to be making as much money. College is free. You got a bunch of idiots teaching idiots. Your brain surgeon is going to be a fool. Yeah, the phones are getting smarter. That's true.
I disagree. Hard disagree.
The technology,
all this stuff is like technological advancement, like remote controls getting smaller. Who asked for that, bro? You ever try to find a Fire Stick remote? You can't do it.
Yeah, as if remotes weren't getting lost all the time before when they were this big.
They made them so small it could be in your lap and you don't feel it's there. I hate that. I think they're trying to get you to lose those remotes.
Yeah, you'd be losing a Fire Stick in your butt crack.
I don't know if you can tell, but I have very strong opinions on the sizes of remotes. I'm not even kidding. I'm sick of small remotes. I'm sick of pennies. Honestly, the first president who's going to eradicate pennies and speed bumps is my guy.
Yo, Clearwater is underwater.
Really in
good, dude. I don't like that place. Clearwater sucks.
Where's Ben? He's supposed to call in and get some on-the-ground reporting.
He's dumb, dude. Who knows?
He needs to go walk around outside in Tampa. Show us some destruction.
Danger, immediate physical danger. So we're still...
Wow. Really is underwater.
Yeah.
We couldn't get through there. But so we're still...
How about that other one on the other side of Florida?
Now, so far, so good.
Franklin, it's not anywhere near Florida. It's going to hit like up in the northeast.
It's not going to hit anything, right?
It probably, yeah. I mean, it's probably not even going to touch America, but its trajectory, it looks like it will brush like way up at like Maine and Canada.
Does Europe get hurricanes? I want Britain to feel what it's like. I'm sick of them.
They have cloud seeding technology. It's called HAARP, H-A-A-R-P. Look into it. The whole world is getting hurricanes now. Oh, you didn't know? They've been developing it since World War II.
Everybody knows that, dude. Everybody knows that.
All right. Well, just making sure you're up to date on the latest.
What is it that they shoot in the sky? It's like silver nitrate or some crap.
Silver fulmide or something.
Something with silver.
Yeah. I'm not totally into the chemtrail stuff. Well, it's just
I don't think so.
People take it too far. They think that every trail in the sky is a chemtrail. It's not. That's water vapor. If you know how a jet engine works, then you know that a commercial plane or a passenger plane is not carrying chemicals. It's just water vapor. It's just vapor. But I think there are some military or some secret things out there that can fly up and do some weird stuff in the sky.
Of course. I don't know. I think the
And a lot of
capabilities have to
people
be
aren't
frightening.
necessarily familiar with the layout.
I mean, the Nazis were working on it, cloud seeding technology, and then China.
Word, dude, you don't think they're in damn Antarctica right now? It's the ice wall, fool.
The Nazis?
Yeah, what are you, a damn liberal? The Nazis are behind the ice wall.
No, I heard they're in some. There's no ice wall. I heard there's a tunnel to Agartha. It's not an ice wall.
I've seen pictures of the ice wall.
It's tunnels to Hollow Earth, and there is some direct energy weapons on Antarctica. But
There's something there.
I heard the Nazis were on some island in South, like Madagascar or something. What's the island where the surviving Nazis went?
Wouldn't be Madagascar is too populous for that. You know, there's like 15 million people in Madagascar.
Joe Rogan was talking about it with a guy. He's like, "Do you realize that it's like in Africa or something where everybody's black, but there's this little island where like 90% of the population is German."
Oh, okay. You know, there's an island near Africa that has all the people that are not like 10% of the black people there have blonde hair naturally.
Huh.
I just watched a story on that. It's very interesting.
Interesting. Intrigue.
It kind of upset me though, because I like to, like, that's a quick way to get away with like if people call you on cultural appropriation, you'd be like, "Hey man, you black, hair's blonde. What are you doing?" But now you can't say that because there's black people with blonde hair.
Oh yeah, let me see a black woman with a blonde weave or whatever. Call me cultural appropriation.
Yeah, I never actually been told I was culturally appropriating. I always wished I would though.
I have dreadlocks. I've been told.
Yeah,
before.
exactly. Yeah, you have dreads.
I love it. I'm like, you're a moron.
Bro, the dreadlocks one is the dumbest thing ever because I have long hair. It's like, you know who invented dreadlocks? A guy like me who didn't maintain his hair. That's what happened.
Everybody had dreadlocks back in the day because they didn't have.
If I just let my hair, if I just don't touch it for a while, there will be dreadlocks formed.
They didn't have barber shops. They didn't have Pantene Pro V and Suave shampoo and conditioner. Only rich people could afford combs because they were made out of tortoise shells.
White people made braids, dude.
And if you lived on the beach or the desert, any sort of arid climate, then within a month you got dreadlocks. Everybody. Yep. So a lot of them would just shave their head, but even that, they could only do it like so often. It's not like they just had a box of a shaver and a razor blade.
I heard like in something like the 1800s or something, the average person bathed 3 times a year or something like that. Can you imagine the smell?
Well, I do think Americans are over-hygienated. Is that a word? We're
over-hygienic? No, I agree. People shower too much.
Because, and that's why our immune system is weak. And it's all like a consumer thing. They want you to buy more shampoo, buy more soap, and hurt your immune system. So when something like the coof happens, everybody gets sick easier. And then it helps Big Pharma. It helps Big Pharma because now you got to buy more immune system bolstering medications and Vaselines and medication when you get sick. So it's all a gamut. We should only be taking like 2 showers a week. And definitely not using hand sanitizer 28 times a day.
I never do. I never wash my hands unless I literally doo-dooed, wiped, and there was doo-doo that touched my hands. I don't wash my hands.
Yeah. People are like, that's gross. Like, it's like, no, you're killing your health. Like that bacteria, there's a layer of bacteria on your hand that is important.
It's like, oh, is that gross, dude? When's the last time you were sick? It's more recent than the last time I was.
Yeah, I never get sick.
Yeah, my immune system is constantly in training.
Yep. And I got that mind where even if I get sick, I can mental my way out of it. Because I'll just ignore it. I'm not gonna tell nobody I'm feeling sick. I'm not gonna change my routine at all. I'm gonna do everything as usual, and you just forget about it within 2 hours.
I'm good about that with cold. I've never experienced real cold being in Florida, but like I can kind of mind over matter, not be cold.
Oh yeah, that's easy to say coming from Florida.
It gets 30 here.
You don't even know what real cold is.
It gets 30.
I can mind over matter cold when I have like 8 layers of clothing on.
No, I'm not with that, dude. Florida doesn't know what cold is. If it's 30, it's cold. I don't care if you're from the Arctic Circle. 30 degrees is cold.
30 is shorts and t-shirt weather.
I agree because I can mind over matter, but it's objectively cold. If I
No,
could leave
no,
a
no.
milk,
It's not about mind over matter. It's just not that cold.
it's cold. It's a fridge. If you could leave milk out and it won't go bad outdoors, it's cold, player.
Do you have? If you worked in fast food, do you have to put a hoodie on to go into the walk-in?
I mean, it's optional. No, I never did though.
Okay. Well then, what the?
I always get scared in walk-ins though, because every few years you read a story where someone gets locked in there.
Oh yeah, locked in the walked in. That's scary. That's horrible.
I slept in one once.
That would be horrible, man. To freeze to death? Maybe not.
I slept in a walk-in before for like 20 minutes.
I think your blood slows down and everything slows down and you just fall asleep.
Yeah, I've heard freezing to death is nice too, but I don't know.
And I've also heard that drowning is not as bad as a lot of people think.
I don't think it is.
You resist it at first, but once you just give in and just try to inhale, you just go to sleep.
Yeah, it's like 2 minutes of the absolute worst panic, but like that's better than a lot of natural ways you could die.
And if you've done any sort of breath exercises, like I can hold my breath until I just pass out.
Yeah, they say those free divers, the way they die, there's no panic involved. They just die.
Mm-hmm. Because you just
so used
you just hold your breath until you pass out, and then your body will try to protect it. They've pulled people out of the water, especially if the water's cold, from like under ice, who were in there for 45 minutes. They pulled them out and resuscitated them. No brain damage or nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
Probably because all the oxygen goes to the important places or something.
Yeah, and your body goes into like a hibernation state to keep you alive.
Yeah, drowning, like I don't think it's fair when people put drowning in the same category as burning.
So slow burn, slow burn would be the worst.
Any burn. Unless it's like instant, like if you get nuked, that rules.
I think if you're in a house fire, you're probably gonna pass out from the smoke.
Yeah, asphyxiate
before you burn. But like, imagine like a crematorium, and you're on like the rack thing, and they slowly roll you in feet first. That would be the worst.
Or the bronze bull from the Middle Ages.
Or liquid hot molten magma is chasing you, and you trip, and it starts coming up your legs.
It wouldn't be, no, it couldn't catch me.
If you trip,
like me?
It could. Yeah, a guy like you got 2 left feet.
Come on, man. I'm very good. I'm very coordinated.
Nah, you clumsy than a mug.
Feet on ground, dude? How? Well, if my feet are on the ground, I'm good. I'm not good at boards though. Like a skateboard, I can't really balance well on. Or maybe I could. I don't know. I haven't. Like I rid them when I was fat, and when I was a little kid, I was good on them, and then I got fat, and I was bad on them.
Did you just say I rid them?
Yeah, I said rid on them, dude. I know it's not correct.
What the? I rid them. I don't rid in them.
You gotta love those news compilations where it just shows absolute devastation.
Yeah, that's what I got pulled up right now. Oh, there's boats in the water. Like, isn't that where they're supposed to be?
Breaking news, we got boats in water here, folks.
Whoa, that boat took the whole dock with it, though.
Yes, that's right. Boats in the water. I feel like that might be the safest place.
This guy's sitting right here where the poles are hitting.
You know what I want to do, dude? And I'm not kidding. I want to be on one of those.
Did you just say
planes
dude?
That go. Yeah, what I want to do, dude. I want to go on one of those planes that go into the hurricane, where they go into the eye of it.
Huh. I haven't seen that. Look at that dumpster floating. That's cool.
You haven't It's the coolest. There's not much cooler footage on Earth is when a plane gets in the eye and like all around them is just a wall of white clouds. It's so cool.
Huh, maybe I'll Google it. Hold on, I gotta go get more coffee.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get some water.
Sharks can swim so fast, it's only something you'll know when you see it in person. Amazing predators. When sharks decide to bolt, it's ridiculous how quick he can swim. I'll outswim a shark. I could outswim a shark. Outswim a shark in a heartbeat. So we do have a lot of flooding, and the storm surge hasn't even started yet. So Tampa might be in for a little doozy. Daddy Jup, I gotta go walk Echo. You gotta entertain the people. He just heard me. He's getting all excited now.
I back. Trust me, I back.
You gotta entertain.
Who said that?
You gotta entertain the people because I gotta go walk Echo. It's gonna take like 10 minutes.
Who said trust me, I back?
Trust me, I back.
I back.
I don't know.
Anderson Silva, dude, come on.
We got a Ron DeSantis upgrade.
Or there have been 260.
I'll kick it with the people
Oh,
for
he's
a
got
little
his
while.
he's got the same freaking interpreter as last
Really?
time. Let's go.
What's
Yo,
he got on? The boots?
What?
Does he have the boots on from last time? What's he got on from last time?
I was saying he's got the same interpreter as last time. The lady that looks like a witch from Harry Potter.
Oh no, I liked his outfit. Remember last
The
hurricane
white-
with the white boots?
Yeah, the vest. He doesn't have the vest this time. And the boots. Look like Paddington the bear or something.
He should have wore it, bro. He should have leaned into that.
Looking like a dang goofball. No, I like DeSantis. I just don't like how he's trying to go up against Trump. Like, what are you doing?
Like he he avoids profanity, which I don't like.
Why?
I feel like it makes his points less potent, you know? I forget what he said, but the other day he was like fired up about something, and he's like, if we don't stop these, he's like, you're darn right I'm gonna blah blah blah.
You're
It's like,
darn
just
right.
say,
You're darn right
Yeah,
we're
don't-
gonna lock him up.
I don't like darn right. If you don't want to say damn, say like, you bet your ass I'm gonna, you know.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, if you don't cuss, then every now and then when you cuss, it really hits. It like hits hard because people know, oh, he's serious. He just cussed.
Got that right.
Yeah. But maybe he just never cusses. You know. James 3, 8, and 9. What is the dang alert sound you got going off? James 3, 8, and 9. But no human being can tame the tongue. It is a restless evil full of deadly poison. With the tongue we praise our Lord and Father, and with it we curse human beings who have been made in God's likeness.
Why you gotta do that, dude?
I don't know. We're supposed to tame we gotta try to tame the tongue, but it's impossible apparently.
I really need to tame my tongue. I mean, I don't say mean things to people, but in my head, I'm so judgmental.
Gastronomic big wall climbing? What is this? What is a gastronomic wall? Homeless people living in Venice bathrooms? Lahaina wildfire survival, uncensored teens ocean escape story. Hurricane Ian washes away Fort Myers Beach. How do you wash away a beach? The heck?
With lots of water.
I just farted. I hope the mic didn't pick that up.
I'm 10 toes down, dude.
Woo.
In this crucial election, let's take a closer look at the choices. Meet Becky.
You see where I'm at, dude?
Your news continues right after this.
You don't see where I'm at.
Worst case scenario. So we have about 58,000 people.
Joe, we're about 75 miles east, so a lot of them will check. Watch the trees behind me. So authorities here are really warning residents about the possibility of downed trees and also power lines that could be damaged by these winds. They do have outages reported in this county as well as other parts of Florida.
All right, I'm going to leave this plan. I got to go walk Echo. Entertain
1,000 customers all across the state having interruptions in their power service. And of course, most of those outages are just west of us where the storm made landfall, but we also have some of those here further west. You can see how the wind gusts just pick up every minute or so. They'll come in, and this is what county authorities have warned residents about as we expect more of this wind and more of this rain to make its way through Gainesville. Joe?
Absolutely. Hey, Gwad, it's Savannah. So, since you're more inland, things like storm surge, kind of less of a concern in that area. You mentioned power outages, though, being something to watch out for, as well as that tornado warning, which is something that much of the state is dealing with. What is it that you're hearing from residents who maybe are sort of used to some bad weather in the area, but, having
turn on my video so I can watch chat.
Not necessarily waiting for that water or anything like that. What are people feeling? What are people thinking?
Well, Savannah, first of all, Gainesville is a city that about a fourth of the residents are college students. So the university played a big part preparing the college students for the storm. A lot of the residents are also curious. They came outside this morning in the area we're at to ask us if the storm was over, if the worst was over, because it can be tricky when you get these outer bands. You'll get a lot of rain, a lot of wind, and then it'll kind of die down, and then more will come. So people want to know if the worst has passed, but county authorities are asking everyone to bunker down and wait for more rain and more wind to make its way through, because as we can see in the radar, the storm is still making its way through this part of Florida. So there's still dangers out there, and there are reports already within the county here of downed trees and, as I mentioned, damage to the power infrastructure that has caused some interruptions for some of the customers. So there are some dangers out there. So authorities want people to bunker down and wait for the rain and the wind to make its way through.
Yeah, dude, brothers rule. I couldn't imagine having sisters.
To be under this tornado watch.
Come on.
All right, Gwad, thank you so much. We want to go right to NBC News national correspondent Gabe Gutierrez, who is in the thick of things right now in Perry, Florida. He and his team are doing their best to stay safe while also bringing us these incredible pictures. Gabe, what can you tell us?
Hey there, Joe. Well, this is Hurricane Idalia. We're in the thick of it, and we are getting pounded by some heavy winds and heavy rain that we've only seen intensify over the last hour or so. Right behind me, a few minutes ago, Joe, there was a billboard. There is no longer a billboard behind me. It was ripped apart and it collapsed. We're keeping a close eye on some nearby power lines. Don't worry, we're far enough away, and my crew can go inside at any sign of trouble. But you can see these winds really picking up. There's nobody on the roads right now. Local authorities had said that once the winds reached 45 miles an hour, they wouldn't be able to respond to calls, that people were essentially on their own.
What's would you? I'm about would you.
The winds here, wind gusts, I'm told, are over 100 miles an hour. And we are really feeling the brunt of this storm. An unprecedented storm hitting the Big Bend area. They have never seen a storm this powerful in terms of wind surge.
Let's play would you. What is would you? How do you play that?
Has been storm surge, 10 to 15 feet expected. That's not the case in this particular town. It's a town of 7,000 people. That's actually 20 miles inland.
This guy, dude.
The story here is the wind, as you can clearly see.
Man, where'd he go?
Unclear at this point what the damage will be, but local authorities expect that it will be
Galen, hey, dude, don't say that. That's disrespectful.
Essentially a tornado. Mobile homes and structures that were built in the
I admire Jalen, dude, for living his life the way he wants to. He likes wiener, more power to him.
It lost power now several hours ago.
I know JS got a different stance. JS ain't down with that. He thinks it's wrong. He thinks it's impossible. I don't think so.
We'll go inside as soon as we can. But
I think if you're in the wiener, dude, that's just how it is. That's just how it's gonna be, dude.
Them to get only worse in the next few hours.
Anything is open. What's that mean?
Absolutely. Hey Gabe, it's
man, why
Savannah.
can't my
you mentioned
Dana?
you're about 20 miles inland, and it's about a half-hour drive, pretty much straight north of Keaton Beach, which is where this made landfall about a half hour ago now. As this storm's track has kind of wobbled, changed a little bit, both north and south, as we've been projecting it, how prepared was this area for this to be as bad as it currently is, as dramatic as these winds are?
Look, emergency management officials, including the governor, have been warning that this storm had the possibility to be extremely
freaks, dude. Who's a freak
over
here?
the last several days. People were warned. Not everyone heeded that warning, however.
I'm just speaking facts, baby.
As we get another wind squall here.
What is this video
Not
on
everyone
stream of
heeded
this
those
idiot
evacuation warnings, and at this point, that's unfortunate.
We're just watching a guy stand in the wind.
It is very dangerous here in terms of the wind speed.
Oh,
Again,
Perry, Florida. That's
the most
like
powerful
the thick of
hurricane
it.
in terms of wind speed to hit this area.
What is this guy doing?
If there is a small, and I say small bit of good news here, it's that the hurricane made landfall in a place that isn't as heavily populated as other parts of Florida. It hit the wetlands. Keaton Beach, obviously, will be heavily impacted, and they will have to deal with storm surge. Too early to tell exactly how this area is dealing with the damage. We should know that later today when people start to assess the damage. But I can tell you, not everybody evacuated. At this point, people are hunkered down.
I'm
what the property damage will be.
I'm a cordial young gentleman in the streets.
Savannah and Joe.
Gabe, you have covered a number of hurricanes over the years. Right now, in this moment, just how does this one compare with what you've experienced in the past?
Look, hurricanes, they are unpredictable in a sense. The forecast models tell you one thing, but to be really standing here feeling the power of the storm is something else. I've covered many storms in Florida. The ones that immediately come to mind, Irma several years ago that hit in 2017, Hurricane Michael will always stick with me for how it wiped out Mexico Beach. I've never seen destruction like that before. In terms of this storm, too early to tell. I can tell you.
Am I jacked, stream?
They're up
Tell me,
there.
am I jacked?
Not as much as, say Irma or Ian.
My left arm is so much smaller than my right arm.
And again, these wind speeds more than 100 miles an hour right now. They will devastate any community, and my hope is that this,
look at that phone.
That the property damage
Look
isn't
at that phone.
as extensive as some people fear it might be.
Yeah, Gabe, on that note, just a quick question before we let you go. You had mentioned we were with you as that billboard started to destruct that you now say is gone. Of course, the concern for something like a mobile home. Structurally, right now, how is something like that hotel that you're in and that residents are
I do this all the
hunkering
time.
doing?
This thing went. You ever see me in the stream and I'm doing weird things with my face? It's just because I'm fascinated by human anatomy and I like to observe my own.
And we can go inside immediately. You know, if we needed to evacuate,
And the reason
or
I
if we,
keep popping
you know,
my
see
camera
any
off is
power
because
lines
I'm
or power poles or any other structural
keeping
damage.
the chat,
From
see
what
what's
I can
going on.
see from my eyes right now, the
This
billboard
thing
is the only
whack. What's
thing that's
going
really
on?
come down.
One like?
The power
Like
lines
the
are still
video, bro. I'm
intact.
tired of
Again,
this.
tens of
We
thousands
got
of
4
people
people in the
across
chat. We
Florida
got 1
are
like.
without power right now.
And I'm the 1 like.
Again, in these types of wind
Ridiculous,
speeds,
dude.
mobile homes
You gotta engage
can
in the
be
video.
destroyed.
I need more
We
people
won't
in
know
chat.
the full
I'm
extent of
sick
the
of this.
damage, though, for the next few hours.
We're
As
trying
the
to do a
storm
damn
continues to make
broadcast
its
here.
way into other states, Georgia, South Carolina, bringing heavy rain along with it. We're getting a lot of rain right now, but the immediate concern over
We're
the next
trying to do
hour
a
or two
broadcast
here in
over here.
Perry is the wind. Joe and Savannah?
Gabe, we want to give you the opportunity to get inside that stable building for a moment to get some rest. We appreciate your reporting. You and your team, please continue to stay safe. We'll check in with you as much as we can throughout the morning.
Man.
The National Hurricane Center, of course, has been tracking the latest on Idalia's path this
Joe
morning.
Rogan.
And so has Angie Lastman here in studio with us. Angie, what is the latest on this track?
Let's talk about exactly where Gabe is right now. I find this very interesting. You can see just how bad the situation has unfolded for folks in that area where he is. You see this really bright pink and red, plenty of lightning associated with it. That's that northern eye wall that we were so concerned about. We said time and time again, that's the most destructive part of this eye wall with incredible winds. That's what Gabe is dealing with right now in the town of Perry. We've got an extreme wind warning that is in place here, and it's going to stay in place at least through 10:15. So we've got a couple hours still for folks that you see in this outlined pink area. This has just been extended. It now includes I-10 in this area across just short of Lake City. So this is going to last here through a couple more hours this morning as this part of that eye wall starts to work its way a little farther to the north and to the east. We're not expecting it to weaken incredibly fast. So folks that are in the path of that likely going to see major destruction from the winds. Again, it's fairly compact. We've been saying this all morning long that the system is small but mighty. Those hurricane force winds extending out just 25 miles from the center of it. But anyone in the path of that in those 25 miles is likely going to see destruction to structures as well as trees, of course, down power lines. Communication will be an issue, and we will continue to see exactly what unfolds in this region. It is fairly, it's not so populated. It's sparsely populated, but there's still communities like where Gabe is of about 7,000 people in Perry. So folks that are going through this that maybe may have not evacuated. Now, a bigger picture look, you can see how the system is moving. Right now, we've got 85-mile-per-hour winds out of Perry. It didn't really look like 85 miles per hour.
Bro, you would suck as a damn English teacher.
To be honest, we're going to see that number likely.
First of all, you don't know how to spell the word
quick.
creator.
We'll see exactly
you
what
typed
it ends
in
up to. We were
creature.
forecasting 127
Second of all, I'd be a great
miles per
content
hour.
creator.
Either way,
I've been
folks
one.
in
I've
that
had many
area
successful
should
channels when I was like 12 years
those
old.
are some destructive winds across much of the region. More tropical storm force winds, 30s, 40s. Some of the higher numbers we see right now. Tallahassee, 40 for Valdosta.
Seems like
looking
you're doing
out towards
a
Jacksonville.
clever
even
psyop in an effort to get me to do
away
that.
From the center of that system, but still up to 30 miles per hour. And we, of course, have that tornado watch. This is another thing that we're going to have to watch for through the afternoon
I'm not in
hours,
control of the stream. I'm just looking at some lady doing a weather forecast. What kind of opinions can I possibly have on that?
Take a look at what we're expecting as far as those strongest gusts. Notice this,
your content,
brighter
dude?
pink. That's where the eye continues to track to the north and east over the next 24 hours.
And
so
I can't refresh.
yes, there's that
mobile.
forecasted number of Perry for 127 miles per
This
hour.
guy thinks
but
this
as
guy.
we get into the next 24 hours, we'll likely see that eye kind of hold together fairly good and bring some of the strongest winds that we'll see with this system.
I'm not damn
across this
scuba
area,
certified.
So southeastern Georgia, a couple more spots across parts of northern Florida as it goes
And I ain't
through
gonna
the next
swim with
hour
you.
or two.
You
But
can't even
again,
spell the
heads up
word
if you live in
creator.
that
I ain't
area
swimming
of
with you.
Georgia. Cedar Key looking at peak wind gusts of 72 miles per hour. Look, Hernando Beach, 50 miles per hour. St. Pete Beach,
Only
low
swim
50s
with people who
as
can
well.
spell the word
The tornado
creator
is another big
properly.
issue. Orlando, stretching all the way to Wilmington, Cape Hatteras. You're potentially going to be dealing with some of those
I can't
spin-up
believe he
tornadoes.
said I
They're
couldn't be a
brief,
content
but
creator.
they're not
I
nothing.
might get 100,000
And
subs
especially for
just to
folks that
spite
maybe
you,
are
dude.
getting some breaks
I
from
might
the
start a
rain.
channel,
The
get
farther south you
100,000
go, places
subs
like
just to
Orlando, when
spite
it's
you.
just those kind of feeder bands working in, guys, it can be really deceiving, especially if we start to see things calming down and you think it's dry outside, Savannah and Joe, and then we have some of those feeder bands quickly working in, and we could have a spin up or two. So the tornado watch does last until 3 p.m. for a big area of this region, Florida into Georgia and potentially up into parts of the Carolinas.
So important for people to keep all that in mind. All right, Angie, thanks so much. Let's keep this conversation on the storm and the tracking of the storm going with the National Hurricane Center, which
There's
has been
no
tracking the
tornadoes.
latest
There's
on
never been a
Idalia's path all
tornado in
morning.
Florida.
That's right. Michael Brennan is the director of the National Hurricane Center, and he joins us now. Hi, Michael. Thank you very much for your time this morning. So walk us through what we're seeing right now. We know about a little bit over 45 minutes ago, this storm actually making that landfall in Keaton Beach. What is the latest on the track at this point?
Yeah, we're seeing it continue to move steadily northeastward at about 20 miles
Dean
per
is
hour.
no
We're seeing
longer
the
in my
eye wall
good
move inland
graces.
over places like.
Why? What'd he do now?
He said I would suck as a content creator.
Dang. Daddy Jub, you suck as a content creator.
No, creature. Let's read it as it said. It says, "Man, Daddy Jub, you'd suck
As a content
creature."
Content
No,
creator.
it doesn't say as a. It says
Yes.
content creature. Like
Uh,
wet peace. He spelled the word peace wrong.
No, piece. That's the proper way to spell piece of bread.
I before E, except after C, besides the words neighbor and way.
I don't know who says piece of bread. It'd be more like a slice of bread.
No, it's Piece. I'm pretty sure. Because I spelt it that way my whole life, and then I recently learned that it's improper. Peace
Oh,
is
yeah.
P-I-E.
He's got the I and the E switch, yeah.
Yeah. Guy's a damn fool.
Yeah, when they tell you
told
I
him,
before E except after C, that is a lie.
yeah, I know. But, besides the words neighbor and way and freight
No, I did a meme the other night. Where's that meme at?
and sleigh.
There's a ton of them.
Sleigh.
Well, get this out of here. What the heck is Bing? What the heck is Bing? Check this out. I before E, except when your foreign neighbor Keith receives 8 counterfeit beige sleighs from feisty caffeinated weightlifters. Weird.
That's stupid.
That's awesome. It's a great meme. It's a great meme.
Oh, dude, there's not even rain where he's at.
I know. Our brother Ben sent some pictures, and he's like, a branch is in the road and a cone fell over. That's about it for Tampa. You dive the reefs since you're in Florida? Next time I go down there, I might hit you and JS up. Maybe we could do a dive. I'm not in Florida, Dean. What are you talking about?
I mean, we've established he's not the sharpest tool in the shed.
And he's always asking me, when are you going to be in Florida?
Wait.
When are you going to be in Florida? It's like, I'm not planning a trip to Florida anytime soon.
Dean, English with Ebonics, that doesn't even make sense because the way you type is nothing close to Ebonics.
Yeah, that's not Ebonics. That's just bad spelling.
I haven't once seen you say, know what I mean, or feel me.
Nah, me.
Or that's what, or all three of y'all, or you tripping, or hating, or fugazi. Come on, dude.
Or Riz. The new age slang is Riz, cringe, hella. I don't mind cringe. I say cringe, but.
Nah, cringe is overused.
I'll say cringe, but I don't say hella or Riz.
Yeah, me neither.
But then I
do say hella. I say hella sometimes.
I found out Riz is short for charisma, and I was like, oh, well, then that kind of makes sense, actually, but I'm still not going to say it.
Yeah, me neither. I think I'm charismatic. Am I? I feel like it's not proper to characterize yourself as charismatic. I feel like that's an attribute that's given.
I'm very intelligent, charismatic, wise, strong, and also modest and humble.
I'm basically the best, dude.
I'm not going to Florida. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you know.
I need to go visit and get my teeth, get more work done on my teeth assist, but I have echo now, so I can't.
I mean, you know.
Unless I had a way to drive, unless I had a car that I felt was reliable enough to make it down there, I could just drive. But
Echo on a plane.
that turns a 2-week trip into like a month-long trip.
What, to drive from there to here? That's like 2 days.
It's 4 days.
2 days.
That's 3 days if you don't sleep.
No, we slept and we did it in 3 days.
I think it was 4 days.
It was 3 days, I thought.
All right, maybe it was 3 days. I don't know.
And we took a lot of extra time. You could do that trip easily 2 days with sleep, I think.
Yeah, when I came back, I made it pretty quick when I was on my own.
If we didn't stop in Atlanta, we would have done half the trip that day. Then
in Denver, when we went to the gay bar on accident.
Yeah. You gotta stop by Denver though, little totoro. Are you sure you want to go out on a boat with me and JS after you besmirched me in chat?
Yeah. You might end up
sleep
sleeping with the fishes. You might have
see that telepathy?
Yep. Great minds think alike. You might have some cement shoes.
What's it? Concrete shoes won't help in a river.
Concrete shoes won't help you in a river. I don't care if you use Michael Phelps, my ninja.
Gosh, what a song, eh?
That's one of my favorite songs from Wayne. It's just nonstop. I'm higher than the mother Phelps mine. I'm flyer than the motherfucking stealth mine. Young money.
If you're
top shelf mine.
From anywhere, you're always from there.
We the motherfuckers like MILF mine.
You can only be from one place, and it never changes.
Once from Florida, always from Florida. Once upon a time in Florida. A smirch and a smirch. No, it's besmirch. So Echo got stung by a freaking wasp yesterday. We had this big wasp nest on the beam in the where you walk down the stairs from my porch. And so he was sitting there and they started flying around his head, and like a dummy, he tries to eat the wasp. He starts biting at it.
The wasp was messing with him.
Yeah, but he went after it. He tried to bite it, and then it stung him, and he goes, "Arr!" And he ran inside, and he's shaking. And then I'm like, "Come on, man, we need to go for a walk. Calm down." I calmed him down, and I'm like, "But we still need to go for a walk." And so I opened the door, and he bolted down the stairs. He didn't take any time to hesitate. But then he didn't want to go back up the stairs. He was like sitting in the middle of the road, just staring at me, like, "I'm not going back up there. What are you talking about?"
He's smart, dude.
Yeah, he's smart for about 20 minutes, but then later that day he completely forgot about it. Good thing about dogs is they don't remember anything.
Yeah, you don't remember that wasp put a hurting on him. Did he recover?
But then I used a whole can of spray on the wasp nest, and I killed a whole bunch of them.
Spray doesn't work that way. Fine.
Yeah, there's still 2 of them flying around out there that I guess didn't get them.
I love the wasp spray though because it goes far.
Yeah. Yeah, it was long
I think
range.
it'd be good.
And
I think you
my
could
mailman isn't delivering my mail. I'm supposed to get a freaking package today that's got cards that are worth money. This dang mailman won't come up my stairs. I don't know if he's scared that the steps are too wobbly, or if he's scared of the wasps, or what. But rain, snow, sleet, or hail, but no wobbly steps.
Come on, dude. Those steps don't even go high enough to be concerned.
Yeah, just tighten up. I already fixed all the wobbly steps on my building. It's just there's one wobbly step on the other building. And so now I think he doesn't go to any of the second floor apartments in this whole complex. Wow.
That's so, I mean, you could jump from those and you'd be fine.
Beta mailman. Beta mailman.
I mean, a guy like me could jump from it, you know. Much of my childhood was jumping off stuff.
Whatever.
What? That used to be one of our hobbies growing up. At Matt's house, we jumped from a second story on the reg.
Listen, there's a good chance somebody's trying to hack your website right
Dean,
now.
you never jumped from second story. Don't lie. I already know you haven't.
Thank you for sticking with us in our continuing coverage of Hurricane Idalia.
A guy like Dean steals second story valor. A guy like me would never. I actually did jump from second stories on the reg.
2 hurricane. We have new video out of Cedar Key, and it shows just the
You never jumped from a second story.
flooding.
Massive flooding
is experiencing.
Flooding is bad. Flooding, storm surge, tsunamis. That's what we've learned, is that it's not good. It's weird. I would think, how is a flood going to kill you? Like,
Yeah. It shouldn't be able to. If you die in a flood, you deserve to die.
yeah. It's not. Now, a tsunami is different. If a tsunami is moving at
Yeah.
500 miles per hour and it blasts you, you're going to be taken out. But a flood? It's not like instant.
Well, yeah, and it's like if you're in a city, grab a damn light pole. You don't have to tread water.
I kind of feel the same way about like a forest fire too. But
And you could get, because it could surround you.
yeah, and then you could pass out from the smoke and get caught in it. Yeah. Or if you're on an island and you got nowhere to go, that's a problem.
I've seen people underestimate their fire resistance though. Like if there's a 10-foot fire in front of you, like 10 feet across, you could run through, I think, 10 feet of flames and you'd be pretty okay.
I also see people overestimate fire sometimes, where they're like when I go camping with Shane and there will be like 2 coals in the fire. I'm like, let's go fishing. He's like, no, we got to wait. We got to pour water on. I got to blah, blah, blah. I'm like, bro, nothing's going to happen. It's going to be fine. Chill out. Fire's harder to start than it is to go out.
Look at this Dean stealing valor off jumping stuff.
I've jumped off bridges over 100 feet, man. I'll jump out of a plane without a parachute. Serious talk. There's nothing serious about that. I do not think you've ever jumped off anything 100 feet high.
Me neither.
Because I've done like 70 feet and it's way higher than people think.
When you're up there, yeah.
But see, when
you're at the bottom, 70 feet is nothing, dude. When you're up there, Dean couldn't do it.
Yeah, and at Wekiwachi, it was a tree. It was a cypress tree and we called it Eagle's Landing.
See, getting up there is scarier than jumping out of it, I think.
Well, this was scary because it was at a bend in the river, and there was trees coming over from both sides. So you had like from up there, it looks like you're jumping into a freaking shot glass. Like,
yeah, a little tiny hole.
There's just a little tiny hole. You cannot jump outward. You just have to step off and fall straight down. And the first time I did it, I got a water enema. It was horrible. Yeah, that's because you can't do a proper jump also because it's only like 6 feet deep. So you have to kind of hit and instantly cannonball and let your butt hit the soft dirt underneath. And you get buried in mud. And you got to get out of the mud. But
you could dive and redirect.
Dive and redirect?
Yeah.
Like dive in and go like that?
Yeah, kind of swoop. I remember I was watching a Mythbusters thing, and they were like training him how to do that, and I was like, wait, people don't know how to do that? Because that was just part of my childhood. Always diving into the shallow end, and you like bend up so you don't hit.
Have you seen these dudes in Africa that like do dives into puddles?
No.
It's a real thing. They like launch in the air and they're like, oh, and then they dive into like a little 3-inch deep puddle. True story.
Cleanest water they got, dude.
Here, let me see if I can find it on YouTube. Africans dive in puddles.
Do not jump in the water. You have to drink the water. I cannot dive in the water. Our cousin Brian tells a story where he was jumping off. He's like cliff jumping in North Carolina, and I guess this little girl went and she jumped and she broke both legs.
Our cousin Brian tried to do a backflip at the community pool and
busted
his face right into the ground. There was blood. Everybody had to get out of the pool. Everybody's freaking out.
So much blood, dude. So much blood.
That was so funny.
That was funny. I didn't know you were there. That was hilarious.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, I don't remember much about that. I just remember he was so bloody. There was so much blood.
His whole face was gushing.
Ben was probably like fainting somewhere.
I think I was the one who told him to do it.
Yeah, check out.
Watch, hit a backflip. It's easy, bro.
I haven't backflipped into a pool in a while. I think I could do it though.
You just gotta make sure you launch outwards.
Yeah. Can you gainer? I can gainer.
I've never done a gainer. Gainer is one of the scariest things to try. I feel like it's like everything. Like if you just throw it and you commit, maybe it wouldn't be that difficult. But to do it and commit to it, it's just freaky.
Yeah, my brain like stops me from that kind of thing.
You just said you done it. It's easy.
I said I did gainers.
I swear 10 seconds ago you said I like doing gainers or something like that.
I probably did say that. But I'm stealing gainer valor.
You ain't just stolen valor. You ain't never done no gainer.
I have done backflips in the pools, but no gainers. Yeah, because running forward and backflipping, that seems like a recipe to smack your head on concrete.
I mean, it wouldn't be that bad hitting the back of your head on something. But still, it's like, you got to have a lot of...
Oh, I disagree. I think that's one of the worst things you could hit on. That might be the worst thing you can hit on something.
The back of the head? Back of my head is hard. Harder than a mug.
Mine too, but it's hiding precious metals, dude.
All right, I can't find the African guys jumping into the... There are these guys that do these extreme dives in Zanzibar. But it's deep. I want to see the guys jumping and diving into shallow water.
There's that white guy in America's Got Talent who did that. It was the dumbest shit ever. What's your talent? I go on a ladder and then I jump into a mini pool.
Oh yeah, I got that right. Oh yeah. Like a little kiddie pool. And it's like 100-foot dive into a kiddie pool. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, what up, girl?
Oh, that tribe that goes underwater longer is actually sick. That's a really cool video.
The horrifying last moments of Elliot Sensman. This guy got choked out by a snake. Yo,
that's hilarious.
When Karens mess with the wrong person.
I like that.
This guy dropped this Karen woman.
To choose this life over friends, over family, and
Karen is a racial slur.
never quit.
To white women. I don't approve.
Really?
Yeah.
That's one group I'm okay with.
Even though there's black
bashing.
women named Karen.
Well, no, but my thing is, I'm fine. Like, don't bash white people. I'm not for that. I'm offended by that. If you bash white people, I'm mad. But if you bash white women, I'm on board and I agree. You don't feel me on that?
It has to be specifically, well, yeah, I agree. I was going to say it has to be specifically liberal white women, but all white women are liberal.
I mean, everybody's kind of had enough, though, of white ladies.
Even the white women who call themselves conservatives, if you say, like, a conservative woman would not be a conservative because she would know that she has no place in politics and she should probably just go take care of her kids. So she's not going to say I'm a conservative. She's going to say my husband votes. I don't know anything about politics. That's a conservative woman. I know a bunch of conservative women. As soon as you say we need to repeal the 19th Amendment, they get all pissed off.
What's that? Suffrage?
That's women voting.
Yeah, suffrage.
Yes, there were more women against it than for it. But somehow it went through.
I know, I heard that. That makes sense, actually, too. I agree with that. If I was a woman, I would be against it.
And it didn't really change. Well, it did change the outcomes of elections because there have been presidents who were elected just because women found them handsome. Like, I think Bill Clinton, women just found him handsome, so they voted for him.
True. They better hope I don't run for office then. Yeah, like me, it'd be a landslide.
2,000 accounts that had lost power have been restored, and there are more than 250,000
Jalen, you would want women to vote, dude.
that are currently out of power
Thank
and
goodness.
in need of
I would think you of all people.
Thank goodness for the 19th.
Dude, you of all people. I mean, it's really a man's world for you.
Yeah. It's a man's world.
restoration. As
But it
you'd
wouldn't be
imagine, the
nothing.
counties that have the highest percentage
This is
of
not the
power outages are the
1950s. Like, that's a
counties that
bad
were in the
time, you
main
know?
pathway of the
Maybe for
storm.
you, it wasn't that
Counties like
good, but
Dixie, Levy, Taylor, Suwannee, Madison, Jefferson, and Columbia.
It was a great time.
yeah.
Utility workers are actively working to restore power.
You could
in
smoke
all
next to an
affected
infant and people
areas.
wouldn't be all on
And
your
they
ass
have
about
started
it.
doing that as soon as it was safe to do so. So those restoration
You're
efforts
feminine?
are ongoing. We do
He's a
anticipate
feminist.
to have that these power outage numbers could go higher, but the
Feminist.
restoration numbers are going to go higher as well. All 8 urban search and rescue teams.
I love watching
are,
interpreters.
Deployed.
It's
Our
totally
National
fake.
Guard has folks.
Is it?
It's completely fake.
Do you remember the girl? It was like a Nelson Mandela thing. And the interpreter was a total fraud. Like, it was literally just doing hand motion.
Helen Keller is a fraud.
I'm the one who informed you on that.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, I've been known about Helen Keller. She had a dang
Dude,
accent.
I've been on team Helen Keller's retarded for like a decade now.
I don't know if she was retarded, but I mean, I guess that is the proper word.
She can't see or hear. You're definitely retarded.
She was either blind or deaf, but not both.
If I ask you your name and you go, I don't know what you call
that. Oh, so maybe she could see and hear, and she was just super low IQ.
No, I think she couldn't see and hear, and as a consequence.
But she had an accent. How do you develop an accent? Did you hear about the guy? Change of subject. Did you hear about
Didn't have an accent.
Huh?
She couldn't speak. Helen Keller couldn't speak.
No, she had an accent.
No, she didn't. She couldn't speak.
Bro, I'm about to play it.
I didn't know she ever spoke. I thought she did dumb hand signals into a lady's hand.
She's like, Tuffy, Telly. Helen Keller speaks with an accent. How Helen Keller learned to talk. Helen Keller speaks out.
No, she doesn't.
A remarkable woman. She's Miss Helen Keller. She does
Helen
not
Keller
hear the
cannot
rustling of the
speak.
curtains behind her. But if you enter a room, she will know it. Your lightest footfall will tell her you are coming.
They said, well, if you enter a room, she will know it. I've heard that we actually have 7 senses. I forget what one of them was, but one of them is...
I believe that 100%.
We sense,
I think I can feel...
Yeah, we sense when other people are near us.
Yeah, I can feel that for sure.
But they're acting like she feels the vibrations of their footsteps. Nah, you just know when somebody's near you.
I think that might be genetic to a degree, though. But I think my sense of that is very strong.
She knows our old friend.
I'm sure people have some people have it more acute than other people.
Yeah. Whenever I find myself randomly turning around, there's always someone there, it seems like. But also, I look over my shoulders heavy.
Molly Thompson. Molly has been with Helen Keller for 40 years.
Dean, you can't call nobody gay. You say some gay stuff sometimes.
I've been up here talking to Josh this whole time.
Companion.
What's she telling you to do some chores? Chore time.
No, I don't get told to do chores, dude. I pull my weight, I think.
What'd you say? She's taking what?
A nap.
Oh. A nap during a hurricane?
Yeah, you mean the best nap weather of all time?
That is true. That is true.
It even smells like winter in the house. Does that make sense to you?
And ears upon the world.
I'm trying to get to the part where she talks with an accent.
She talks with Helen.
Does that make sense to you, though, when I say it smells like winter here?
And there is smell. With eyes
smells like inside?
But I help her. With everyone in her hand, she's natural.
There's no way to describe the smell, but I'm telling you, if you smelled it right now, you know exactly what I'm saying. If it could just hit your olfactory.
Hold on. You gotta listen.
It is not blindness.
Or she talks with an accent. Does that make sense to you then when I say it smells like
blindness or deafness that bring me my darkest hour.
Like inside.
It is the attitude that I put.
Did you hear that?
There's no way to.
She just said,
you smelled it right now.
You sound far away.
Just hit your.
You sound like you're underwater now.
Who, me?
Now you sound better. No, she got a dang French accent.
I didn't even know there's footage of her speaking. That might change my whole opinion.
Not being able to speak normally. It is the acute disappointment in not being able to speak normally. Longingly, I think how much more good I.
That's old. That's the whole. I don't know what she's saying, but she got a dang accent.
You should allow me to pee on stream one day, though.
No, shut up.
Longingly, I feel how much more good I could have done if I had acquired.
Not even joking on any level. I think my bladder should be studied by science. I'm serious. I truly believe that I have probably taken the Guinness World Record longest urination. It just wasn't recorded.
I don't want to hear about it.
But that's not gross, dude. That's impressive. I'm not even kidding. Everything I'm saying right now is true. I've had people in public restrooms that I don't even know while I'm peeing be like, "Damn, bruh." Like they couldn't believe I was still peeing. I swear to God. I swear to God.
Quit swearing to God.
What? I'm not lying. People have been like, "Whoa, dude, you still peeing?" It's
Don't
impressive.
matter. Don't swear to God. God ain't got
I've
time
like,
for that.
all
God
right.
ain't got. Don't bring God into this. He ain't got time for that mess.
Okay, dude. Yeah, I've like, you know how you lap people in races?
His ears just perked up, and he was like, "Oh, it's just some degenerate swearing to me."
You know how you lap people in a race?
Oh my God.
I've kind of done that, like if I'm at a bar with my boys or something, which I don't do anymore. But if I was like out with my boys, you know how like everyone kind of goes to pee at the same time, not together, because if you're bros, you don't do that. That's weird. But like I'd be in the bathroom and all four of my boys came and went while I'm still one stream strong.
Do you guys sync up your menstrual cycle too?
No, I was watching a podcast or something. They were talking about that, like women's periods. And one of the guys on the podcast was trying to like empathize with him. He's like, "Well, wouldn't you be a little crabby too?" And the guy's like, "I've had a sore elbow before. I don't ruin everybody else's fucking week over it."
Yeah. Yeah.
I like a silent sufferer.
In places
on the
like
subject
Taylor
of gay,
County,
though, I've always
they're
said this.
getting
I
on
wish I was
scene
gay.
there to do things like
Right.
clear major
Well,
pieces of the roads and get
convert.
debris
What?
that has been knocked around. So there's a lot of moving parts
It's
there. Kind of at ground
it's all for
zero. So we've got,
worldly
a
reasons,
National
which I
Guard
know
unit
is
there.
wrong, but
General
it's
Haas
like,
can talk more about that.
you know,
Coast
if
Guard,
wiener is your
is
thing,
active, including
it's just
with
so
Rotary Wing
accessible.
assets, Florida Fish and Wildlife.
It'd be like
has
if
both
water was
boats
your
and
greatest
vehicles
pleasure.
en route to the affected areas.
You know,
And Florida Department
wiener
of
is basically
Transportation has
water.
been
Wiener
conducting
is
cut and
probably the
toss
next most
operations,
accessible thing behind
starting
water.
at the southern part
Maybe
of the
even
state
more
as the
accessible
storm
than
moved
water,
through
because there's
southwest
places on Earth they
Florida,
don't have clean water, but
clearing
they got
those
wiener.
roads and then moving all the way up north, and so they are en route to clear all the way up to Taylor County. Right now, Tampa Airport is going to reopen for incoming flights at 4 p.m.
Tampa Airport is reopening.
By 3 a.m. tomorrow, it will be fully reopened. Gainesville Airport will reopen tonight, and Tallahassee
I'm
Airport
surprised it
will
closed.
reopen first thing
Actually,
in the
no.
morning.
Last night it
The
was a
ports in
little.
Tampa and Manatee
It wasn't
are currently
crazy though. That's the
undergoing
thing. Like
assessments,
we've had
and when those
storms just come
assessments are
through that aren't even
concluded,
hurricanes that
they will
seemed
be
more
able,
severe than
to
this.
resume operations, assuming all is well, which we anticipate it will be. There are, as of now, no confirmed
I
fatalities.
love Papa John's.
He said there are, as of now, no confirmed fatalities, but the news said that one person died.
That's I woke up and that was the first thing I said. I was like, "Did anybody die yet?"
But they died in a car accident. Like that could be, you know.
Really? Is that seriously what happened?
Yeah, there was a car. Somebody died
That
driving their
doesn't
car
count.
during the storm.
They're doing damn COVID stats now.
Yeah. Cars are already dangerous.
My buddy choked on a chicken finger during COVID. They said he died to COVID. It's like, no, I seen it. It was a chicken finger did him in.
Shut up. I disavow. That's a joke.
That's not a true story, but why do you disavow? I hate that. Isn't that so bogus that you have to disavow the truth these days?
You just said you made up the story.
Okay, but I'm not making up the fact that anybody who died in that time period is like, oh, COVID did it. Another person, COVID.
Except for,
like, oh, it wasn't
except for George Floyd.
It wasn't the leukemia he had for 8 months prior, you know?
Yeah, or the motorcycle accident he was involved in.
Yeah, dude, they're scraping him off the pavement. Oh, COVID's devastating.
That was a true story. Somebody died in a motorcycle accident.
they counted it as COVID?
They put it on his thing.
Test positive. Hey, test his blood real quick. We need to run these numbers up.
Yep.
Oh, positive.
Gotta get that funding.
And those fatalities are.
Florida was not with all that COVID, bro. That's when I really became a DeSantis fan.
All right, quit talking about the coof.
Confirmed fatalities yet.
They don't like that.
Why?
Because communist platform that we're on.
These motherfuckers always want to censor everything.
If you have any questions about how
sick of
things
it,
are
dude.
unfolding in your
I
area,
wanna see if
you
Ron's
can go
got
to
boots on.
floridadisaster.org for updates.
I'm
The
saying
Division
that's
of
a really
Emergency
dumb
Management will
decision not to wear
continue,
the same
to
outfit. I'm
update,
talking
that
just look
website with
absolutely
all the latest
retarded,
information.
dungarees and white
We
boots
have really
with
good
the best.
retail in terms of all the counties, I think, other than
Wouldn't that
the
be
Big Bend
sick? Like, people
proper,
don't recognize
the Tampa
how
Bay
sick
area, things are
like
good.
a gimmick can be.
Leon
You know
County
Alex
is
Pijeda
doing well.
from the UFC?
We're still assessing what is all going on the ground.
Obviously, you know. Have you seen his shtick? How his shtick is that he's never excited, he's never happy. Every time you see him on camera, he's
down to some of those counties today, but we got a lot of people that are going in.
How do you know it's a shtick? How do you know he's just not
helping these counties?
That's the thing. It's people don't know yet if it's like him doing it on purpose or not. But I think at first it was his personality. Like when it came in the UFC, that was his actual personality. But then he realized people like it and he started leaning into it. Because like when Sean O'Malley knocked out Aljamain Sterling, like there's no way you don't react to that. But he's like, there's videos. Oh no, this is when you know it's shtick. He'll film himself on a roller coaster with his family and his kids are going crazy. He's like, on a roller coaster, dude. It's the best. I love a gimmick.
Yeah, the straight face on the roller coaster is always a classic.
I had a gimmick for a few years, and I'm not even a personality, but for a while I was a fanny pack guy. Was my gimmick?
Oh my gosh, a fanny pack guy.
Yeah.
Was it before fanny packs came back?
Yeah, I'm actually, dude. I am. I'm not even kidding. I'm a trendsetter.
Fanny packs.
You know how how people say ski all the time, like bro ski, whatever ski.
Yeah.
I was doing that before it was popular. I'm telling you.
I think Pops used to do that. You probably got that from him. He used to always.
Nah, he got it from.
He got it. He didn't get it from you.
And then one time I told him he was swagger jacking me, and he swagger jacked the word swagger jack.
He started saying swagger jack every 10 seconds.
Uncle Matt said bet once, and he's like, he couldn't believe it. He was like, "Oh, that's the coolest thing ever." He said bet, and then everything was bet. It's like, bro, Uncle Matt didn't create bet. Everyone says bet.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
Cutting and a lot of push emergency access to get into those areas to then do the securing and stabilizing. But we are working through all of that. We have maintained.
And I did a lot for the
communications with all of
music
our
scene in
counties.
Wesley Chapel.
We did have a couple of 911 centers that went
There's
down
no
briefly
music scene in Wesley
for
Chapel.
about 20-30 minutes. But again,
No, I'm just saying the music people listen to. I was very influential in that.
Okay.
Because I was never like a popular kid per se, you know?
Nobody listens to Eminem and 50 Cent and G Unit.
No, that's not what I'm talking. I didn't put people on that music. I tried to, but my generation's retarded.
I know they like this.
I put them on Black Youngsta and Moneybagg Yo and stuff.
These are called delusions of grandeur.
I know.
It's a sign of psychopathy.
I mean, I know it's crazy what I'm saying, but the timelines do add up. And also, it could be a sign of psychopathy to think the world revolves around me, but I call it human.
Okay. Whatever you say.
What, dude? The only thing I know is valid is me.
Look, this Oliver Anthony guy went on Joe Rogan.
Did he?
Yep.
Well, watch that and then form an opinion.
What the? Did you see that? Boom! Where'd he go? What the? That was crazy.
You read the Bible?
I read a portion of it.
It's
Huh? This wrestler like speared this dude out of the camera frame, and he just like flew off the screen with enough momentum that he was probably in the audience when he landed.
Bro, a kid did that to me once. Pissed me off.
Is Wow Hassan on? Starts at noon. Am against
Is Young Buck this one?
Got a new First Amendment audit video.
What's that?
White House holds press briefing.
Summer may be ending, but things are heating up at Living Spaces, where we're celebrating incredible deals during our Labor Day.
Deal with a situation, a broken immigration system that has been broken for decades. They choose, what they choose to do is play politics, but the president has put a plan that is indeed, the data showing is that it is indeed slowing down the flow of unlawful migration, and that is because of the work that this president continues to do without the help of Republicans.
Okay, and it seems like the hurricane response so far is robust. Did you guys realize that the initial Hawaii wildfire response was not that good? Or is it just easier for people to get help from the White House when the president is not on vacation?
Damn!
So
Ducey.
The premise of...
Was that Ducey? Ducey just said the hurricane response right now from the government is robust. And he's like, is that because you're...
That's a good thing.
Well, he's like, is that because you're correcting from what happened in Hawaii where it was not a good response? Or is it because it's easier for the government to help when the president's not on vacation?
Well, it's also...
Burn.
It's a mainland place, though, too. I think that probably contributes.
Dean, quit talking to yourself. I'm not in Florida.
Your question and the way you pose your question,
hey, I just sent you something
just for the
on
record.
Discord, a private message.
So if you if you were to do your reporting and speak to the governor,
very short. It's literally a short. I mean, it couldn't be shorter. You know what I mean? Call it a short, bro.
How the Trump-Biden debates will go?
Yeah, that's the one.
Copy text.
Just click it, bro. You never know. You never.
No,
because
when I just click it, it takes me to freaking Safari.
Why do you have Safari on your PC?
Not Safari, but
Bing.
Bing or whatever the heck the Microsoft one is.
Oh, it's just like browser or something. Dude, you would use Bing.
I don't use Bing. That's why I don't click the link in Discord. I don't know why it does that.
No, I mean, it wouldn't be an age card for Trump. It would be a senility thing.
Why do you type it in the search bar on YouTube? Type it into your...
He's a complete idiot.
Browser
bar.
Hold
on, I'm listening. I'm listening to the clip you sent me.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, it wouldn't be an age card for Trump. It would be a senility thing where he'd be like, this guy has no idea what's going on. He's a complete idiot. He's a moron. Look at me. I'm ridiculous, but I'm still talking. Look at me. I can riff for like 10 minutes. You think this is easy, folks? You want to get up here and riff with me? You want to do bits? You want to do jokes? You think I'm doing a type 5 taken down to the comedy cellar? You're going to listen to this?
Where he'd be like, this guy has no idea what's going on.
Hey, Joe, say this.
Hey, I hear your echo.
Ridiculous, but I'm still talking. Look at me.
Sorry.
You're echoing my... I'm hearing it twice. This is an average Trump impression.
The first 11 words that come to your head.
No, but
I'm sorry, you couldn't spin that one. Sorry, I'm a little tired. Like that's literally what would actually happen.
Bravo. Isn't that hilarious? Because that would work.
It was all right. It was all right.
No, but I'm saying that would be a genius debate tactic against Joe Biden. If you say, hey, say the first 11 words that come to your mind, he's going to sound like a retard. He couldn't do it.
That is true.
It'd be the best. He'd be, yeah, the first 8 words would be,
words? First words?
And then it'd be like his wife's name, whatever that is. Jill?
No, he
Jill.
didn't say his sister's name. He don't even know his wife's name. Jack and Jill, and I pledge allegiance to the thing. You know the thing.
of Hawaii, the senators of Hawaii, the folks on the ground, they would say that the president reacted in record time when it came to dealing with the wildfires, when it came to dealing and making sure that they got everything that they need on the federal level to deal with what was going on the ground. Let's not forget there were more than 600 federal employees on the ground already to assist with the wildfires in Maui.
Damn.
So your question is wrong. It's flawed in many, many ways. And I would advise you to go speak to the governor and the local and state officials in Hawaii.
God, it's Wednesday, bro.
Thanks, Hank.
You didn't tell me that.
Putin is supposed to visit China in October. This is the first visit, if it happened. This is the first visit after a warrant of his arrest.
You didn't tell me it was Wednesday,
What do you mean?
It is Wednesday. What the? I don't tell people what day it is. I don't want to see your teeth popping out.
Chat, this is how you move your teeth. Watch this. With this simple trick, I'm going to literally change my skeleton.
You need to.
You ever change your skeleton, player? Didn't think so.
You're going to need some extra skeletal remodulation. Your teeth looking straight, though. Dang.
Such as what, dude? I got a great skeleton. I got a good, powerful skeleton. Dude, do you ever think how crazy strong a human skeleton is? I was watching that show, and this 700-pound woman was up and walking. That's incredible.
Can't walk far, though.
No, she can't, but,
She
I don't
waddles.
know. Think of, all right, you have to build a table that could withstand 700 pounds. Imagine that table. That's a hefty-ass table. That's a nice table with a nice material.
Yeah, it's proof
Meanwhile,
that God exists.
Damn right, and calcium.
Speaking of large girls, I just saw when I was walking Echo, there was two large, the large pretty girls.
You could have got a nice squish going.
They were nice. They were really pretty faces. Nice dresses on, but they were thick, and they were both carrying their high heels, walking down the sidewalk barefooted. That's the walk of shame. That's the walk of shame.
I'm aware.
They were doing the dang walk of shame. I should have hit them up.
That's the damn walk of glory. Walk of, let me brag to all my friends, dude. I got this handsome piece right here. Dude, yeah, it upsets me when I see really thick women, but they got good weight distribution and they're very pretty. It's like, man, you're 150 lbs from being a top tier, being a S tier.
But if they lost weight, I feel like maybe they wouldn't be pretty anymore. Like they would. I don't know.
That's insane.
Because you don't know what their face is going to look like if they lose 200 pounds.
I would say 9.95 times out of 10, you're going to look better the less you weigh. It's always obviously diminishing.
They get all the extra skin action.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Exactly. This ship is sailed, but you're still 150 pounds away, and a time machine though. Yeah, that extra skin kills you. It really does.
Yeah.
Wish you hadn't brought it up, dude. It's a big gripe of mine. I'm very upset about it.
I'll take a truffle shuffle over a skinwalker.
Yeah. I don't like sharp edges, dude.
That too.
I got hella sharp edges. You see my elbows, dude? I'm like Tony Ferguson. I got extra bumps in the elbow. You see that? Other people don't got these bumps. You see that? Look at that.
Cut them.
Look at that.
I got all these bumps. Everybody's got those bumps.
Like that? Look at that bump.
You can't see mine because I have these things called muscles.
Who ain't got muscles, player?
You get a little bit of bicep going.
I'm benching 350 in the front yard.
Bull crap. Don't give me no people's
You don't think I
eyebrow.
can put up- You don't think I could put up 225 front yard?
You might could do 225, maybe. I'm thinking more like 170, give or take.
You think 170 is the most I could do?
Yeah.
I weigh more than 170.
I know. I don't think you can bench your body weight. Looking like a bird.
I'm pissed. I'm pissed, dude.
Do it. You can do a lot of push-ups, but it's different. You don't have a bench. You don't even be benching.
Last time I benched, I did my body weight, Claire.
You can't do 250. I can do 250.
Please. I can do 250 4 times.
I don't think so. Bet.
We are discussing kilograms here, right?
Kilograms would be even more. You can't bench 250 kilograms.
Kilograms more than a pound?
I
thought a pound was more than a kilogram.
No, 100. No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I think 100 pounds is like 200 kilograms.
I don't think so. I thought 100 pounds like
think
60
so.
kilograms.
I think a kilo is more than a pound. I'm not sure. Or I think a pound is more than a kilogram, rather. I mean, it is
like
Patriot units.
I thought it was like 2.2 pounds in a kilogram.
I think. No, I think
the
it's the other
kilogram
way.
weights, when it says the weight in kilogram, it's always It's always like, yeah, 2.2. 1 kilogram equals 2.2 pounds.
Seriously?
So, yeah, that's what I said. Gaslighting me, making me doubt myself. I know what I'm talking about. I know science.
Gaslight. Oh, shit, gaslight. Gotcha. That was a Google gaslight, dude. If you get someone to Google on a gaslight,
when they know they're right, yeah.
Hey, you didn't know you were right, obviously.
2.2, so 250 kilograms would be like 600 pounds.
Yeah. Yeah. Never mind. Stone. Are we discussing stone? Wait, stone is more than pounds. A stone is like 8 pounds.
Stone weights. I don't know. I don't even believe in kilograms. It's a fake. Some French crap.
Oh, I believe in kilograms more than pounds. Are you dumb?
No. Yeah, we've talked about this. You
know, pounds don't even exist.
You're anti-American.
No, I'm not.
Yeah. That's a dang communist globalization, one world government, one world order trick. The metric system is a mess. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense.
It makes more sense than a pound does.
What is a third of a meter?
I don't know how much.
It's like
1 meter.
It's like 3.3333 centimeters.
Yeah, but it's probably like 30 millimeters
Whereas
or 30 whatever.
A foot you can do.
No, it's a base 10. It's a base 10 system. So a third of a meter is 30 of whatever the next lowest unit is.
Yeah,
300. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's not good for construction, because with a foot, if I say I want a third of a foot, that's 4 inches. If I want a half of a foot, that's 6 inches. If I want a quarter of a foot, that's 3 inches. Whereas with meters, if I want a half a meter would be 5, but quarter and third, you're getting into fractions and decimals.
No, you're not, because you use a smaller unit of measurement.
How we have why inches? We have a foot? Because it's the average size of a person's foot. An acre.
Yeah, it's retarded.
An acre.
It's retarded.
An acre is how much land a mule can plow in a day.
You're not going to convince me that like 12 into...
A pinch. Why do you think we have a pinch? Because it's a freaking pinch. A bushel and a peck.
Yeah,
a bushel is a
but
bushel.
Do you realize what you're saying? You're saying, oh, if we need a third of a meter, what would that be?
I'm saying our American measurement system makes incredibly more sense, and that is a globalist French Renaissance communist plan to take over the world with these fake imaginary centimeters and millimeters
That's
and
the dumbest shit
kilometers.
I've ever heard.
Yeah.
That's so stupid.
Yeah.
Did the metric system, was America even founded before the metric system?
No, it happened during the I think it happened during the French
metric system is pre-America.
No, it happened when they started bringing all the gay stuff out.
No, dude, I think you're so wrong. It's insane to say that a base 10 system is dumber than something where 12 inches is a foot, 3 feet in a yard. All the numbers
construction. You don't do construction. 16 inches.
16
inches between studs in a house. How many meters is that? It's like 1.38226 meters.
Europe. Like Dubai wasn't built with meters.
So?
The most impressive constructive endeavors, a lot of them are in Europe. Like if your theory was accurate, they'd be outsourcing Americans to go build that. They don't do that, Blair. They use a damn meter stick or whatever they use. There's centimeters on every ruler.
We got a yardstick. We got a yardstick.
Anytime you see ounces or anything like that printed, no one actually uses ounces. No one that like their business is making measurements. No one actually uses the freedom units. They're using the metric system and then they convert it so Americans can understand.
It maybe with liquids it's okay, like fluid ounces, grams, weight.
It's smarter with everything, dude.
No, it's not better for construction. It's horrible for construction.
It's base 10.
You get Repetin bars. A third of a meter has a Repetin bar.
What does that mean?
It means it's 3.33333333 centimeters, which never adds up to 10. That doesn't add up to 10. If I take 3/3 of a meter, it should add up to a meter, but it doesn't. There's a missing number. Because 3.33 plus 3.33 plus 3.33 adds up to 9.99. Where's that extra?
If I want 1/8 of a foot, what do I get? Probably some dumbass repeating fraction. So that doesn't work. There's millions of repeating fractions.
Dean said American engineers built the Burj Khalifa. I don't know if that's true, but
no, they didn't. Slaves built the Burj Khalifa.
I don't even know what the Burj Khalifa is. Is she related to Mia Khalifa?
Tallest building in the world. This guy thinks Americans built it, bro. Literal slaves built that building. I mean, I don't know that for sure, but I would bet.
Yeah, and you think they knew freaking centimeters?
I mean, I think they were on the eastern damn hemisphere. So yeah.
I'm gonna Google it. The metric system is communist. Let's see if I put this incredibly biased.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna take you to amiright.com.
What's up, DJ on Paul? Question: is the metric system communist? Answer: no, it is not communist. It came from the revolutionary, revolutionary France. Exactly what I said, which is communist. They're a bunch of damn commies over there. That's when they. That's when they started out.
Got rid of it.
That's when the sexual revolution started, and that's when all the gay stuff and weird sex stuff started happening in France.
That's when democracy was invented.
Look, if you want to, yeah, democracy is horrible. What are you talking about? What are you, a Democrat? Democracy.
What's the opposite?
The opposite of democracy is.
You don't think people should get a vote?
No, that's mob rule. That's mob mentality. We need a king.
Okay, well, different strokes for different folks, man.
Benjamin Franklin said democracy is 2 wolves and a sheep voting for what's for dinner.
I'm not taking advice from Benjamin Franklin.
Well, whether or not you like Benjamin Franklin, that's a cool comment. That's a cool quote, and it makes sense.
Dude, let me tell you something. Kings have gone way worse than democracies.
1/8 of a foot is 1.5 inches. Shout out DJ on Paul. That's so simple. 1.5 inch and a half.
1/8 of a foot. 1/8 of a foot is 1.5 inches.
That's what he said. I didn't check his math yet.
No, he's right. That checks out because 0.5 times 8 is 2.
Yeah. Well, no, that would only be 10 inches then.
Yeah, he's wrong. Fuck you.
It'd be 1.
Actually, I don't know.
1.7.
Not doing it in my head.
1.75.
That's not even.
But
you
you
know
say
what I'm
1 and a
saying,
half, 1 3/4. You don't
I'm
have
just
to say
okay.
1.389246.
Listen.
Listen, if you want to use a
The people-
French Revolutionary transgender measurement system, you go right on ahead.
No. I want to use the same system as the best and brightest of our planet use.
The Americans.
Americans that do science and technology still use the metric system.
Yes,
again.
We've made more strides in science, technology, invention, medicine than any other country in the world, by far.
All with the metric system.
No, without them, with inches and foot and acres and yards and miles and ounces, or not ounces, bushels and pecks.
No.
Yeah, and pounds.
No.
How much do you weigh? You don't weigh no damn kilogram.
Okay, but if I was in a laboratory,
It's
like
got so many
formulating
syllables. All of our measurements are 1 or 2 syllables. Theirs is like kilogram. That's 3 syllables.
they shorten it. Kilo.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't have to shorten it. I don't have to shorten an inch.
Listen, man. I get that Americans use it, but the people actually like forming all the stuff.
What do you call a centimeter? A centi? Nobody says centi. Nobody says centi. You might say cm.
Pardon me for wanting to use the metric system, so the dang size of my dong sounds a little more impressive, player.
Yeah.
I just thought of it. That's not actually why. But yeah, dude, everyone's using the metric system.
Sounds better than 2 inches.
Damn right. Everybody behind closed doors is using the metric system. They just convert it for us simpletons.
No, everybody else is a bunch of globalist French revolutionary communists who aren't based.
No.
We do our own thing here in America, and it's smarter and better.
Elon Musk is based?
See, Dean's with me. That's usually not a good
Elon
sign.
Musk is based? Oh, the guy that can't spell creators with you. Okay.
The guy that can't spell peace.
The guy who said I would be horrible content creature.
The guy that said he eats his toe fungus or something. Dean, I don't need you co-signing me, bro. It makes me look bad.
Right. That's like Helen Keller bumping your music. It's like, fuck. You know what I'm saying? Helen Keller endorsing your album isn't a good endorsement.
Right. It's a good jam.
Don't say right. I say right. You do say right, huh? Before me, you were saying right.
It came from revolutionary France, and it is great for anyone who doesn't like memorizing complex conversion charts. Since well, you don't have to use a conversion chart if you live in America, dummy. And this person lives in Las Vegas, so they're an idiot. Since everything is done in multiples of 10, you have 10 fingers. Once you are done, you have a deck of something. No, that's not smart. 10 doesn't break down as easy as 12 does. 12 has much more numerators and denominators that can go into it evenly than 10 does. Facts.
No. Well, we're not doing mathematics. We're dealing with the physical world.
Anything. You've never built anything in your life. Construction workers hate the metric system.
I built hella stuff. Yeah, American construction workers do. I agree.
Foreigner construction workers don't like the American system because they're already used to the other system. But if they had learned our system first, they wouldn't like that system.
Maybe you can't prove that. Well, I'm with you. I hate the metric system, but I wish the world was metric system.
Look, the metric system was invented for the purpose of facilitating trade. It ensured when a merchant sold 10 meters of cloth, or 30 kilograms of wheat, or 40 liters of wine, both he and his customer agreed on what they were trading. Okay, well, how do you get a third of a meter of cloth? You gonna give me 3.3333333333 centimeters? No.
No, it's probably 300. Yeah,
And
you're right. I mean,
they are right. It probably was facilitated for trade because every 3/3 they make a free. It's like when the gas price is $3.99 and 9/10 of a cent. They're robbing you for that extra tenth every single time, so they're making extra free profit. It's a scam. See, man, I'm dead on with this.
it's not a scam.
I'm dead on, bro. I didn't even realize that till just now. I just made that up right there.
That article said none of that.
I know. It said a little bit, and then I elaborated and made it even
a damn rabbit hole.
I made it even smarter.
You were like, oh.
Helen Keller definitely be bumping Braille. We've already talked about Helen Keller. She's a fraud. She has a freaking English accent.
They invented centimeters, and now the frogs are gay.
Yeah. Centimeters came from the French gay Renaissance. That's what happened.
And they're turning the frogs gay?
Bro, atrazine was in the water.
No, I know he was correct about it.
I can't stand when people like say that, like they're making fun of him, and
no, even that I know it's correct, I'm making fun of him.
But they don't even realize that it's 100% true.
Yeah.
And he was just reading news articles. They're turning the freaking frogs gay. Now they're turning the kids gay.
What's it called in the water?
Atrazine.
Atrazine.
Nope. It actually made them lethargic and bisexual, so they just didn't even care.
Does it get humans?
They just kind of flopped over and humped whatever.
Does it get humans?
Looks like it. The numbers are increasing, and it's in the water.
Well, you got to damn check your water supply, because
you got to check your water supply. You support the metric system. That's so funny. You said, is Wiccan like a male witch? That's the gayest thing I've ever seen.
I was serious. I was pissed when I saw it.
No, I agree. If we weren't playing that game, I was gonna have a serious conversation with him. I was gonna be like, "Are you really a Wiccan? Do you light candles and then bury them at the base of the tree to tell the future? Can you tell me my future right now?"
Yeah, no, dude, I didn't even know you were playing a witch-related game. Now I feel bad.
No, we were playing a spelling bee, and he just jumped in the chat, but I couldn't. We were in the middle of a game, so I didn't interrogate him.
Okay, I see. Yeah, no, yeah, I bash witches and Wiccans both alike, both very hard. I wish they would
DJ on
hex
Paul
me.
said, "I'm on a job site right now. Even the illegals know not to even mention the metric system."
They don't, man, bro. What's he talking about? Where's the job site?
In America.
What's the address?
Why are you trying to dox him?
Come a damn send ice over there. Disagree with me, get deported, player.
He lose all his workers. You're slowing down the progress.
The boss
of America.
and there's a bunch of illegals. I don't like that.
Yep.
You're saying yes, so he's a boss employing illegals in the chat, and you let him.
I don't know if he's the boss. He just said he's on a job site. He didn't say he's the boss.
But you said he'd lose his employees, so I assume he's the boss. I can't be having that. We employ Americans here. Right or right, we employ Americans here. I almost have what's it called? Lip incompetence.
This is Quora. I hate Quora because Google recommends it to you at the top of the search thing. And all it is a bunch of idiots answering a question.
No, yeah, it's just a guy.
Yeah.
Just
who the heck is S. Patrick Majorca? Patrick Majorca in Las Vegas. You don't know what you're talking about. Patrick.
Dude, you're the one on Quora, so who's worse?
I know. Get out of here with this.
There's two types of people, dude. People asking questions on Quora and people writing answers.
Ooh, what's this say? I think Reagan was right when he said the metric system was a communist plot. Based, Reagan. See, the president knew what I was talking about.
That doesn't make sense, though. Why would it be a communist plot if it's a measurement system?
Because you make global commerce and global trade. One world order, one world dollar, one world government, one world religion, all that stuff. So they want to have a unified measurement system for trade across the world.
Has to mean all that other stuff. Global trade is just necessary.
You notice who's the main producer and exporter and importer of everything? The country that doesn't use the metric system.
Us.
I'm just dropping bombs on you like with every turn.
That's not, because that would like disprove your point, dude.
No, that proves my point. We use our own metric. We use our own measurement system, and
But if you're saying,
what is the international language of business?
If you're saying the metric system
English, it's
is
not
like
French.
If you think the metric system
France
is for like global world order or whatever, wouldn't the country that's doing the most global commerce be using the system that is meant to perpetuate that commerce?
Well, no, because we were founded on Christian beliefs, and we knew that that was a plot, and the communists were trying to take over the world, and so we are steadfast in not letting that
You ever
happen.
look up? You ever look up, dude? We are the communists now.
Well, I know, and we're probably
We
going
are
to convert to
the
the metric system soon. The only reason they haven't
We
done
are
it yet
the
is
globalists.
because people would lose their freaking minds.
No, because people are retarded is why.
Nobody would know how to measure anything.
Can you imagine these retards driving on the like if tomorrow all the signs were turned to kilometers?
Everybody would
You'd
be
missing the
flying.
exit every time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, kilometers per hour, you're going more. That, for sure, a mile is more than a kilometer. Oh, wait. Yeah. A mile is more than a kilometer, for sure.
I learned
So
that
people are going slow. They'd be like, damn, I'm going 100. You're actually going 60. Yeah,
Did you hear, what was, there's a comedian, I don't remember his name, but he's on a short on YouTube, and he's like, I like, he's talking about rap music, and he's like, I like so-and-so from Migos because he can make anything sound cool, even if it's not. He said, I'm driving cross country a mile a minute. And he's like, wait,
yeah.
That's 60 miles an hour. You're bragging in a rap song about going the speed limit?
I've seen that, yeah. I forget who it is, but I've definitely seen that.
What does steadfast actually mean? Means solid.
I think steadfast is like
solid,
grounded,
sure-footed. Sure, that'll work. Solid, supported, strong, not unmoving, unmovable.
Not giving up.
I'm steadfast in my belief that the metric system is for commies and gay people. I will not bow. I will not bend. I will not break. What's Hassan doing right now? Let's peek in on Hassan. Let's see what he's talking about. Is his mom on the show? He does interviews with his parents. That's funny.
Antonio.
It is his mom. I called it. I think he said it last week, though.
She's got her citizenship, and she told me.
What's he doing?
This guy on JLP's network, he's got a new show. Last week he interviewed his dad. Now he's interviewing his mom.
That's actually sick.
I don't know. I'm not gonna interview my mom on the stream. Mom, let's do an interview. Wake her up from her nap.
I interview parents regularly. I interview older people all the time.
Especially with this savage chat. They're gonna be talking about Hassan's mama for the rest of his career.
Yeah, that's true.
She looks nice.
Well, what they're going to ask me, Janie, when I go to my interview, I said there's 3 questions.
I would interview
in
someone
Texas.
else on there.
The first one is, who is the governor?
See, you're probably closed-minded, though. A
Does
guy like
habits.
me, I think
And
an
then the
interview with
second one is going
anybody
to be,
has potential to be fascinating.
who
I think
is,
anybody you come across in life has something they can teach you.
the governor and I think the senator. I think I was asking
That's
her.
what I think.
And I'm not quite sure. I
Okay,
think
so let's go back to you.
He just cut off his mom. Like, mom is dragging on, and he cuts her off.
Damn, I just shared my beautiful sentiment about the world, and you just
not delinquent.
ran through it.
Look at that suit.
How was that process? Was that like?
Yeah, it was. I don't know. It was milk toast. It was milk toast.
What?
It was a milk toast take. Hake
What
already
does that
banned
mean?
me from chat. He won't ban me from Twitter.
What's a milk toast take?
Like, I don't know, like kind of bland, like boring.
Whatever, dude.
I can't take anything you say seriously anymore because you're a dang metric system user.
You're a grown man wearing a damn blanket in a desert.
It's cold. I got the air on.
It ain't cold. It's a desert.
Deserts get cold. It snows here.
At night.
It snows here.
It snows here.
It's never snowed. Maybe once.
It snowed here probably thousands of times.
Maybe once in your life. In the panhandle.
Duh.
Not anywhere near you. Up in the panhandle, there was there was half of a
When do I
there was
come
a
into this?
third
It
of a
rained-
centimeter, which is an irrational number of snow in the panhandle 18 years ago.
It was 30 millimeters, dude.
No, 33.33333333 millimeters. Crazy. Why would anybody?
Still doesn't work.
You know how I break down a half of an inch? A half of an inch. It's just called a half of an inch. That's it. That's all you gotta do.
You know how I break out a half of a meter, dude?
50 centimeters or 500 millimeters.
You know, I get a third of it because I'm dealing with a physical object, and I see, oh, what's how many times does this break down in 3 times? Like, boom.
Nah.
See, you're talking about digitally, yeah, it's 33.333333. But if I'm looking at a stick, I can figure out what a third of a stick is, dude.
No,
if the
because
stick's a meter long.
It matters in construction because say I need,
I know why it matters.
I'm measuring a thing. I measure a thing and I need 3 equally spaced beams in between these 2 things. And it's 1 meter long. How do I get 3 equally spaced 2x4s? How do I mark out my measurements? I'm going to lose 1/10 of a centimeter. It's not going to be accurate.
Because you don't mark it at 33.33333.
Whereas with 3 feet, I would just go 1 every foot. Or if it was a foot long, I would go 1 every 4 inches. Quick. We figure out the fractions. We're doing math here.
Yeah, you would deal with a foot long, dude. I'm the gay system. You talking about foot longs? Come on, man.
I set myself up for that one.
No, I was talking to Jalen over here.
What did Jalen say?
I'm just ball busting, dude. I'm
His
just
mama
ball
is
busting.
white. He came through with the Steve Harvey suit again. I know he's got a 3-piece this week. He only had the 2-piece last week. But how you gonna have a 3-piece shoot, but you got the buttons unbuttoned, you got the dang t-shirt showing?
That's tight. That's sick.
It's a travesty.
I like to show a little skin, dude.
Like
Sometimes
that.
I
What was
wear
that
a
movie
button
called
down.
Criminal Minds?
Don't even
That's the
button
movie
it.
that
Nothing
Michelle Pfeiffer
underneath.
did.
Yeah.
And it was called.
I remember being little and being in the classroom and you teaching.
You can do that in Florida. You can't do that in a
Gangsters in
lib
Paradise.
state like
That
where
was-
you're at, but here.
She said Gangsters in Paradise.
What about it? That's an amazing ballad.
It's not called Gangsters in Paradise. It's called Gangsta's Paradise.
That is such a good song. You know, he wrote that when he's like 19.
Isn't that when most rappers get their start? Usually around that age. Give or
Yeah,
take.
but most of them sound like retards. Most of them aren't saying,
While he was
as I walk
there,
through the valley of the shadow
my
of death, I
Catholic
take a look at
grandmother
life
was
and realize
visiting
that nothing left.
Amsterdam. She was from Ireland.
Been spending most of my life living
And as a result, they met each other.
Been spending most
I don't know. I can only
And I love,
imagine
listen, let me tell you
the
something.
drama.
Even
No-
my mama
Watched
thinks
quite a
that my
few
mind's
Swindler's List by
No
Steven
singer
Spielberg.
can hit harder than a fat black man, dude.
I was listening to some R&B the other night.
Fat black guy has a powerful voice every time.
I watched a movie and it ended with give me this moment. Boom, 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 boom. I was like, ooh, I want to go listen. It was during the credits of the movie, so they cut it off too early. And it was a woman, I think it was Kate Bush, singing it instead of Maxwell. So I went on Google, I pulled up Maxwell's version, and then it brought me to a playlist. I was listening to Boys to Men. I was listening to Miguel Sure Thing. That made me go listen to Lil Wayne's Sure Thing. And I was just singing. I was in my room singing at like 2 in the morning. Give me this moment. Get you crying, but I just can't let it show. I
This
feel
is
you feeling,
atrocious,
but
dude.
I'm letting it go.
I don't know that song.
You don't know that song? Oh my gosh.
No, I'm more of an R. Kelly kind of guy.
You're a musical Philistine. I don't see nothing wrong.
I'm more of a Jason Derulo kind of guy.
Jason Derulo.
Everybody looking for love.
Oh.
Ain't that the reason we're at this club? Everybody calm down. That's not Jason Derulo. That's not Jason Derulo live on the show. It's just me, dude.
You ain't gonna find it dancing with him. Eh.
Guys, calm down. I know you think I'm a cross between Jesus and Fergie. It's just me, dude.
Is that the voice of an angel? It's like a unicorn.
I'm not even kidding. I think you took the form of a unicorn for a second.
No, I don't
I'm
know
not
who
just
Maxwell
saying.
is. I just sang a Maxwell song, but I have no idea who Max. I just mentioned his name and sang his song, but I have no idea who he is, Jalen.
He only you know.
How about Keith Sweat? What you know about Keith Sweat?
What you know about Dr. Dre?
Wait, now I can't even think of the Keith Sweat song that I like. I almost said crazy, 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 just thinking about you lately. But that's Casey.
Moray?
Huh?
Have you heard Moray?
Moray? You
He
are
does
not
a song called Quicksand.
You are not the father.
Since it's just the tall with the kickstand, thinking of a plan to get quick band, falling in deep with the quicksand, flag on my ass, no quick band. I was packing on the pack, got my weight up.
You said Mari. I
Packing
thought
on
you
the
meant the guy that said you are not the father. Go one day without being a smart ass. It's impossible. I've never been a dumbass. Oh, your internet froze. Hurricane action. Do we have hurricane? Your Discord is
what
freezing.
happened?
You got hurricane action going on.
Yeah, I do, dude.
Go check outside. This man's supposed to be doing on-the-ground journalism, but he won't even go outside. I'm trying to see like one down tree, car accident, somebody looking for their cat, something. You're muted.
There's literally none, dude.
I know. What a whack hurricane.
I mean, I'm not in the place it hit.
Is there
Last year
even-
there was Ian did some damage.
Yeah. Dangerous storm surge is coming though.
They said to get a respected degree, you have to go to a big state university. But WGU offers all
extreme weather affects a lot.
Banwell's getting hit with that storm surge right now. 15-foot swells.
Yeah, but bailout's high off the ground.
Out of the way.
That's not good. Being in a
No, bailout's high off the ground. He's at least 15 feet off the ground.
Being in a skyscraper during a storm surge hurricane is not good.
It is good. It's the ideal place. And it's not a skyscraper, bro.
No! The storm surge could wipe out the foundation and then he falls.
Oh, it could. Ah.
The building could collapse.
Storm surge and just rush. It's not 15 feet all at one time.
Responds to natural disasters, but also pays for them. And whether they need to be conversations
that's where he
about,
lives.
for example, insurance reform, given that so many
Bro,
home insurers are pulling out of California.
He doesn't live in a
response to wildfires.
skyscraper, though.
Hold on, I'm gonna message him, make sure he's safe.
Shut up, he's fine.
Storm surge action right now. You gotta be careful. I hear you crying, but I just can't let it show. I hear you crying, but I hope I let it go. Give me this moment. Boom, boom. This is why I need a keyboard. Somebody got to get me a keyboard for my birthday so I can learn how to play it and then play it. Because I can play boom, 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 boom.
Play it. Learn how to play it. Wouldn't you play it first?
No, I got to learn how to play.
But you can't learn how to play it without playing it.
I'm gonna learn how to play the keyboard. I'm gonna practice playing songs until I can play the songs.
No, you're gonna play it till you learn how to play it.
You're not really playing nothing.
Yeah, you're playing it.
Dang, he lives in a nice area.
Who? Bam?
Yeah, bam.
Yeah, he's got 3 people. 3 people live there.
Give me. Oh, the storm watch going up. Not really. It's very unentertaining.
It's a pretty nice apartment.
It's been a very boring storm watch.
Earthquakes there. We're out of Florida because
it's a pretty nice apartment, but
he sent me a picture before and it looked like he was in like a skyrise right on the bay, but now in this picture it looks like he's in a neighborhood and he's only like 2 stories up. I said, is the storm surge flooding you yet? Storm surge has nothing to do with rain. He said there's not even rain.
Dude, he's not a smart guy.
He's not that bright.
No, seriously. My whole life I thought he was a smart guy, and then like 3 years ago.
This person just asked me if the Discord is open. What do you think we're doing right now?
It started revealing itself that he's not a smart guy, dude. He'd like, I don't know. I'd like explain an Eminem lyric to him and be like, what? And these are songs he's listened to thousands of times, and he's like, whoa.
Oh,
I forget. What did he say? Oh, okay. It was a more recent Eminem song, and it might even been a cypher. And he goes, something's afoot. I think it's my dick. And Ben's like, dude, a foot. And I was like, yeah. He's like, oh, I just got that. It's like, how do you not get that the first time it's said? It's a foot. It's the easiest double entendre ever. One that I got from Despicable, where he says, I'm gonna cock block like a square effing male chicken.
Mm-hmm.
I always took it as a square chicken, like a lame, like if a guy's a square, he's gonna C block you. But then I was like, oh, a literal square chicken is a block.
Yes, that would be a cock block.
I just connected that part where a square is actually literally a block and a square. You're lame. Works both ways, player.
Despicable.
You don't know that song, dude.
Yeah, dude. Tell me the first word, how it starts. It's Drake beat. It's Drake beat. It's the Drake beat.
Nah, man. Not quite finished yet.
No, not the first when he's talking, not the ad libs. The first.
Girl, I think you just might have, or is that Untitled?
Yeah, that ain't right. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's Untitled. I'm thinking of Untitled. Let me think. Despicable.
See, it's just getting
I
started.
don't know, bro.
Like if I play it and I hear the beginning of it, I'll rap the whole thing right now.
Yeah, me too. But I couldn't tell you the beginning first word. But if it starts playing,
I know it's the Drake beat.
When the beat switches, though, that's like one of my favorite flows he ever did.
Yep.
You think you ball up bomb it? Boy, I throw it down in the kitchen, might hit you. But you got egg on your face. Now watch me drop in the atomic. I should be strapped with the chest of atomic Ozzy. I'm as bad shit as Ozzy. It's obvious.
You get right off the bat. No pun intended.
No pun. Coming in closer, I'll bite off your head.
Oh, that was a great line.
You don't get that because Ozzy bit the head off a bat at a show back in the day.
I know.
You didn't know that?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, really? What band is Ozzy Osbourne from? Black Sabbath. Boom. You didn't know that?
I did know that. You didn't give me time to answer.
Nah, I gave you ample time.
Just in case.
What do you want, Jalen?
Cam up. That's not Jalen.
Evening.
That is
morning.
Jaylen. Oh, that is Jalen.
I am not camming up.
Wow.
Why, dude?
Because I don't want to. I just came to say hello to the brothers to see what y'all was talking about.
Don't take
There's only one brother
for a
here,
job.
dude.
Take omega-3. Got to work smarter, not harder. What the?
He said, I'm going to say hi to the brothers. I said, there's only one brother here.
I bet
Get it?
Stubborn One knows about the communist metric system.
Yeah, I heard y'all talking about that, but I missed it because you was live on the Bond shows. Who uses the metric system?
Everybody. In the world except for the most best people.
Oh my
No,
God.
even the people setting the standards in America are using the metric system.
No.
Yes.
No.
And you're right on the construction aspect, but every other aspect, the metric system rules. Like weights, 100%, the metric system rules.
No,
Yes.
No, because a kilometer is nothing. It's an imaginary thing. But a foot is based off of the size of a foot. An acre is based off of how much land a mule can plow in a day. We use real things to do our measurements. Fact.
Oh, yeah? Where's a real pound?
Huh?
Where's a real pound? What represents a real pound?
Hold on. Let me look into it.
My body weight.
Oh, he has to Google it. Well, I can tell you what represents a real kilogram. You know what it is? You know what represents a real kilogram? An actual hunk of metal.
The word pound comes from ancient Roman when a unit of measure was libra pondo, which meant pound by weight.
Libra pondo. How long will you be live today?
I don't know. Not a whole lot longer.
Okay, good. Because I was going to chill here until I watch The Amazing Race.
I actually have to go to start getting ready for work. I have to shower and all that.
Yeah, I was wondering why y'all wasn't on the clock instead of streaming during the day.
Because there's a hurricane and I wanted to stream it. I make my own hours. I can go to work after I'm done streaming.
I get to work.
I work nights, so that's why I'm here during the day. Anyways, I just came to grace you all with my presence for a few seconds. I've grown tired. I'll see you all later.
Later.
Bye-bye, brothers.
Very graceful.
Bye-bye.
All right.
What a gracious guy.
Look, many names of measurements come from parts of the body. This is because in ancient times, people didn't have tape measures or rulers to take along with them. They had to use their bodies. Therefore, they developed units of measurement. So a foot is called a foot because it's the average length of a foot. A yard is 3 feet. It's called a yard because that was originally the length of a man's belt or girdle. Yep. Hold on. Let's find more. I bet you there's more exciting ones. A digit is the width of a finger or a digit, roughly 3/4 of an inch. Palm is a measurement. As you expect, palm is the width of a hand. It's about 3 inches.
I love the reliability of using body parts as measurement because that doesn't vary.
A cubit is the length of forearm. from the tip of the elbow to the end of the middle finger.
Vern Troyer has to
What
measure
about a
something.
fathom? What about a fathom?
How does Vern Troyer measure something? Huh? Ralphie May. How does Ralphie May get a digit?
You know where they get a mile from? A mile is the distance of 1,000 paces. A league.
That doesn't make sense.
A league is
no.
A league is the distance that a person can see across a level field. It's approximately 3
miles.
miles.
1,000 paces does not make sense because it's 5,600 feet. So you're covering 5.6 feet.
5,280 feet.
Okay, so you're covering 5 feet with each step. I have like longer legs than a lot of people, and
They
I
might have
don't
been
go
Nephilim.
5.
Maybe it was Nephilim who measured it out. Maybe people were taller.
I don't know, but I do actually have to go though. I have to shower and stuff and take my second deuce before work.
All right, go then. It's the first time you've ever said goodbye on a stream.
Yeah, well, I don't want to Irish exit if it's just you. That's kind of inconsiderate. Just when the boys are here. But all right, stream. All right, JS. Love you, brother. Talk to you soon. Peace, everybody.
See ya. All right, what time is it? 12:46. We'll go to 1 o'clock. 15 more minutes. This hurricane was nothing. Nothing happened. Not entertaining. Not exciting. Which I guess is good. It's good that there wasn't some horrible tragedy to report on. But I could have just slept in and not woke up early to do this. 1,000 paces. I'd get to 873 paces and lose count. I have to walk back and start over. Metric system. See, stubborn one knows metric system is a tool of Satan. The Bible said Jesus washed people's feet. He didn't wash their meters. Exactly. Let's see. Oh, and here's the answer for Daddy Jub. So a mile is 1,000 paces in Rome. A pace is the length of a double step taken by a Roman soldier, which is about 5 feet. Today, it is the length of a single step, which is roughly 2.5 feet. So back then, a pace was basically both steps. A pace is not just one step. A pace is when both of your legs do a step. So 2 steps, which is about 5 feet. Duh. Daddy Jub doesn't even know what he's talking about. Fun facts. Imagine for a moment a world without measurements. No miles, no kilometers. I don't care about that. Arms, feet, local stones, and even barley corn have all played a part in our bid to quantify the world. What is a furlong? A measure of distance, 220 yards, just over 200 meters, comes from the English Langen Firth, translating roughly as long furrow. See, you got to look into the entomology. There ain't no entomology for centigrams and millimeters and kilometers and all that crap. Just give me a list of words. Regardless, you don't need to be wise about when to open your Jeroboams and Methuselahs. The former holds 3 liters of bubbly, the latter 6 liters. Here's the full list. A mini bottle, half bottle, standard bottle, magnum. A magnum holds 1.5 liters. A Jeroboam, a Methuselah, a Salmanazar, a Balthazar, and a Nebuchadnezzar. Wow, the guy that Freddie thinks never existed was actually used. His name was used as a form of measurement for 15 liters, equivalent to 120 standard bottles of water. Wow. Yep. It's amazing being a genius. A humble genius. Makes sense for it to be 2 steps a pace, actually. Exactly. It's like set the pace. A pace is both of your legs. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. I just checked in on Hassan. His mama was working him over. I'd rather stay dangerous. Let's get dangerous. All right. Yeah, I just woke up. I was up till 3 a.m. last night listening to Latina and Callie stream. And then Mr. Mad started streaming, so I was watching his stream. And then, like, for some reason, instead of just going directly to bed at 2:30, I started watching this movie called The Dive. The Dive. And it's basically, I'm so sick of all these women's empowerment movies. Like, okay, so they did the one, what was it called? What was it called? Don't Look Down or something? The one where the two girls climbed the tower and they got stuck up at the top. That was a cool movie. The ending of that movie was really cool. Spoiler alert. She finds out that the other girl's been dead the whole time. I got you. Sorry about it. Sorry about it. But anyway, that movie was pretty decent. But now I'm seeing a trend. Let's make movies where we put two women in impossible situations where if there was a man around, it would be solved instantly. But there's no man around. and let's show them for 2 hours struggling to figure out how to open the trunk of the car. And that's really in this movie. She doesn't know how, she can't open the trunk of the car because the keys are under a rock. The whole movie, they're dive down into the ocean and then a rock slide happens and her sister gets trapped under a rock. And if one decently strong man was there, he could lift this rock up and get them out. Nope. No man. So now she's got to go up. But it turns out all the air tanks are under rocks and the keys to the car. The car has a jack, a tire jack in the trunk. But the keys to the car are under the rocks on the rock slide. Why you would leave your keys on the shore makes no sense to me. Why wouldn't you like put them under the car? So a man would have thought of this. He would have said, let's leave the keys in the muffler. Let's leave the keys up in the wheel well. But no, we're going to take the keys and leave them on the sand at the base of the ocean where tides rise and fall. Sand. Keys are going to get lost. You're going to lose your keys, ladies. So she can't open the trunk. She can't get the extra air tanks. There's only one extra air tank in the car. She gets that one. But now she can't open the trunk. Now she looks at her map. There's a house a mile away. She's got to sprint because her sister's underwater and she's got one tank, 20 minutes. Sister says, listen to me. You need to go up to the surface. You need to get all the there's a total of 4 tanks. There's 2 in the car, and there's 2 on the shore that we brought. And then there's the 2 that we both have. But we're both running out of air because we've been down here for a little while. You need to go get those 2 tanks on the shore, bring them down. While you're up there, you need to call for help. And then once you bring me another tank down, you're going to go back up and you're going to get the jack out of the trunk so we can move this rock. First trip, girl goes up. 2 of the tanks are under rocks. Keys to the car are under rocks. Doesn't call for help. I don't even know where the cell phone is. Doesn't call for help. Goes up to the car. Can't get in the trunk. Can't open the trunk of the car to get the jack. Gets the 2 tanks. Going down the mountain. Freaking drops one of the tanks. Busts a hole in it. Gets to the dock. Leaves that tank there. Gets to the dock with 1 tank. Drops it off the dock on accident because she sees a boat coming. Drops the tank into the water. Waves at the boat. Boat starts coming towards her, but then she jumps in the water and goes down because she's got a timer for when her sister's going to run out of air. Goes down. Drop the tank. So you got to pass the mouth thing back and forth because she's out of air. You still got air in the one on your back. Doing the mouth thing. Then she free dives. Leaves the air tank with her sister. She free dives to find the tank. Brings it back. Tank's got a freaking hole in the hose. And then I stopped watching the movie because I had to go to sleep. So I don't know how it ends. The only point I'm making is if they would have brought a man along, none of this would have happened. None of it. Josh, you and Jub should do the Amazing Race. I just checked in. JS stealing customary measurement matter. I know he's used metric thousands of times for mass. For pot. The only time I've ever used the metric system is because I was a dang pothead, which makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense that the only Americans who use the metric system are the freaking drug addicts. Makes perfect sense. Grams, ounces, kilograms. Yeah. Not surprised. Not surprised that the degenerate drug users are the only ones using the metric system in America. And that's another thing that came from the French Revolution. Liberation, sexual liberation, weird sex stuff, the metric system, and drugs. Let's all do drugs and get high. Downfall of the world. Downfall of the world is the metric system. Nope. Not in this house. I don't speak that foreign language. Jokes aside, what is the plot of The Amazing Race? Is a race. It's like a cross-country race with puzzles, and I think there's treasure at the end, or they make money if they win. If they win, they get I think back in the day it was $1 million. Jalen would know. I haven't watched that show in friggin' 20 years. But I have seen it before when I was a kid. So we would watch Survivor, Big Brother, Amazing Race, Friends, Seinfeld, as a family. All those shows. But yeah, Amazing Race. I think they win money if they win the race. CBS reality show where people compete around the world for $1 million, usually in teams of 2. Yep. Yeah, so it is still $1 million. I thought they might have reduced it. A lot of shows reduce the prize money. Like, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Now it's Who Wants to Be $100,000 heir? What season of Big Brother is your favorite? I never. Probably the one where the black people teamed up and voted off all the white people. Perfect example of racism in this country. I'm glad they shined a light on the horrors of racism in this country. When all these black people gang up in a gang called the barbecue, and they vote off all the white people, not based off the content of their character, but simply based off of the color of their skin, they vote them out of the house. Perfect example of racism in America. So I appreciated Big Brother for shining a light on that travesty. Is that where Rob Dyrdek and Big Black from Rob and Big got started? No. They got started because Rob was a famous skateboarder. He's a skateboarder, and then he built the Fantasy Factory. They did Rob and Big. They did the Fantasy Factory or the Fun Factory, whatever they called it. And they did Ridiculousness. And now Rob Dyrdek is very, very rich. He's got a lot of money. The Cookout. And it was to have the first black winner after 23 seasons, but nice try. There was an affirmative action winner. They had to use racism and exclude people based off of their race in order to win, instead of being based off of their physical attributes and their content of character and their intelligence. If that's not racism, I don't know what is. I wouldn't be able to play that. All right. I don't care about Korean Jean-Pierre. Hurricane was lackluster. Not a lot of stuff. We talked about the kid with the backpack patch. Savannah is live right now. Go check out Sav Hernandez. She's fine. She's fine. Barbie is being labeled as mid. Margot Robbie is mid. She's not hot. He's like average. Steve Scalise battling cancer. Gadsden flag controversy. Woke school tries shredding on base 12-year-old. His backpack said based on it. CRAM is a barrage of deadly bullets? What the heck is that? Is that
This
real?
barrage of deadly bullets comes from CRAM. It is a land-based phalanx weapon system developed by Raytheon.
I think this is fake. A phalanx? Isn't that another word for Johnson? It's a large Johnson. What is that thing up there? I don't know, but it looks just like a rocket. A red rocket. Red rocket. Huh, I've never seen anything like that. Sort of looks like peanuts. Peanut.
To counter rocket, artillery, and mortar shells. It uses a multitude of advanced sensors and systems such as Ku-band radar, sophisticated thermal imaging, and computer systems to automatically search, track, prioritize, and lock a target in only 5 seconds. It has a...
I don't think that's real, right? Push it down. Push down on the other side, it'll go up. Maybe? Oh, no. Okay, one hand. Balance it. All right, that makes sense.
Women. W. What does women equal?
Did you not care about the drug test?
I don't give a fuck.
Wait, really?
There is a song that has gone completely...
Nobody cares, Ben. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. This music is copyright. Ninja Warrior. I want to do a Ninja Warrior course. I think I would destroy it. Is this how we treat our champion? I don't know what that is. Train. A little train action. Nobody cares. Ooh. Did you see this guy get his skull caved in, Daddy Jub? Cyborg. Some guy named Cyborg jumped up and kneed this dude in the face. Caved in his skull. Rip BB. Who's BB? R.I.P. BB. What's up, Scotty B. Pimpin'? Scotty B. Pimpin', are you Wiccan? Are you really Wiccan, or is that just your name? Because if you are Wiccan, we got to make fun of you. I'm respectful of other people's religions. Unless it's anything other than Christian. Can you light a candle for me and bury it at the base of a tree and tell me my future, please? Scotty B. Pimpin. Who could forget this classic? Boom, 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 boom. It was for MTV, probably some game show. Their on-screen chemistry was a hit. Huh? No, Rob was a professional skateboarder. That's why he got big. I explained that already. Rob was sponsored by DC, and Big was his security guard. Good strategy for find commonalities to unite under and create cohesion. Unfortunately, once the enemy group is diminished, the group often begins to draw smaller and smaller lines of separation until the group is destroyed. Boom, 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 boom. Don't make fun of Wiccans. They might burn sage at you. I'm Scotty B. Pimpin'. God's plan. God's plan. God's plan. I'd crush Big Brother. Jalen, you better be rooting for our boys. Josh, what's the verdict on doing the Amazing Race? You could have a shot. I wouldn't root for you, but I think you could win. I'm a felon. I'm not allowed to leave the country, bro. Boom, 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 boom. Testing people's diamonds gone wrong. All right, all this stuff is whack. All this stuff is whack. I hope y'all didn't miss Hassan and his mama today. It was hilarious. Well, I did. Oliver Anthony on the dang show. What's with the freaking nurse shorts? About to end the stream. Closed on Sunday. You my Chick-fil-A. You're my number one. With the lemonade. Raise our sons. Train them in the faith. Through temptations. Make sure they're wide awake. Follow Jesus. Listen and obey. No more living for the culture. We nobody slaves. Bam, 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 bam. Stand up for my home. Even if I take this walk alone, I bow down to the King upon the throne. My life is his. I'm no longer my own. Now, back up off my family. Move your hands. I got my weapon in the spirit land. They will think twice stepping onto my land. I said that. I got that all messed up. Storm Surge. Is the Storm Surge starting yet?
Oh, no. I got this.
Let me help you with that. I'm good, man. Thanks. Are you sure? Cedar Key, Florida. Right along the coastline. It's the winter.
Oh, yeah. Shocker. Like, I haven't said that 1,000 times before, Jalen. You should know what that's like. You're black.
Worse out here. Hurricane Idalia. Raging on. You can see out at the boardwalk. They're taking advantage out there.
Yeah, I would love to be out there with a longboard and a trash bag. I would be going down that thing. Flying down that thing. All right, I'm going to get out of the Discord. Let's get out of the Discord. That's because y'all are degenerates. You should be blocked on this channel too. You drive out all the people from my chat with your mess. Like, quit gossiping. Who cares about that channel? I'm about to block you on this channel too. Quit coming here to gossip about other channels. Don't do that. Cut it out. Oh, I got look at this channel. And this channel I got blocked on this one and this one. That's pretty crazy.
Waters as far as the eye can see, and a damaging.
Bro, don't go upstairs. Get away from the flood. What are you doing?
Storm surge at that.
This is how people die in floods. The flood starts coming, so they go upstairs. Just walk away from where the flood is coming from. The flood is going to slowly get higher and farther in. Just walk that way. Don't go upstairs in the house on the shore. Look, see, as soon as Freddie gets in here, all the viewers are gone. Now it's just two people. It's Freddie and Jalen. Wow. 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 They probably went to Nick's stream, but I don't care. I'm done anyway. I'm starting to notice a pattern. I think that they might have the right plan. People don't know how to act right. All right. I'm going to end the stream. The hurricane was very lackluster. I would keep monitoring it, but nothing's happening, and it's getting weaker and weaker, and No casualties. Just really not a big deal. So good. Please go. Really not a big deal. The hurricane, which is good. Nobody got hurt. I don't wish that people got hurt. I do wish that it would have been at least more intense, so I could have got some cool footy from Daddy Jub and my brother and my other brother, but it's not even raining in Tampa right now. Ben said that a cone got knocked over, like a road cone got knocked over. That's it. So lackluster storm, not very exciting. As I expected, did not hit Tampa, dodged Tampa at the last second, just like I said. People freaking out over nothing as usual, buying up all the water, buying up all the plywood, boarding up their house, electrocuting themselves with generators for no reason. So I'm going to head out. Yes, I like the daytime stream, dude. Yeah. I usually, well, if work is slow, I do more daytime streams, but I have work to do today. I just wanted to cover this hurricane, but it was nothing. So I woke up early for nothing. But rip road cone taken from us too soon. Yeah, that was the only casualty. So I'm gonna head out, guys. God bless. Have a good one. Maybe what's today? Today Wednesday? It's 1 o'clock. Might be. Maybe I'll stream tomorrow some video games, some Mario or something like that. Watch some videos, whatever. But have a good one, guys. I'm out. Peace. Hit the like button on your way out. Later.